Yo, 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 what is going on, everybody? We're back. 49er football is back in 35 minutes. Let's freaking go. Let's go. How are we doing, everybody? Welcome on back. Welcome on freaking back. We got people in the house. We got Thomas saying, welcome to Shifty's 49ers Talk with your gracious and learned host, Shifty. Please hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your support. Enjoy the game. Let's go. Couldn't agree more with you, Thomas. Could not agree more with you. Great to be here. We're back. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Let me know how the audio is, guys, if I'm coming through clear. Wow, it is good to be back. Good to be back. We got Peter Miller in the house, Shifty eagerly anticipating the first quiet scream of the season. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Eric Wallace here, Shifty. Hey, sir, going to be a great game. If there was ever a QB who I felt could come into Seattle and beat my guys, he's there today. Hawks 24, Niners 27 is the prediction for Eric Wallace. I'll get into my prediction. If you guys haven't seen my preview video, I did have my prediction in there. But yeah, great to be back. Ian is in the house. What is going on, Ian Gelling? Diana is here. Audio sounds good, loud and clear. Love to hear that. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Happy Sunday. Hey, everyone. Daniel, always a pleasure. Always love having you stop by, my good friend. 35 minutes away from kickoff of the 2025 season. Let's go. 49ers against Seahawks in Seattle. There's a whole slate of games on right now. Of course, the early slate of games, some really interesting ones. I have Red Zone kind of on my screen right now. Pittsburgh 31, Jets 26, high scoring game. Didn't think we would see a high scoring game in that one. Crazy Guy is here. Let's go, Crazy Guy. Good to see you, buddy. I hate that Fox news score bug. I ain't trying to stare at that Canva project for another 2 or 3 seasons. Yeah, I actually completely agree with you. I think that Fox score bug is ugly. Look, I'm not saying that my, score bug is the most beautiful or creative or, aesthetically pleasing, but I put in a bit of effort, I think, with my score bug. I think my score bug's pretty solid, right? Pretty solid. Yeah, we're back, baby. We are back for another season. And wow, brand new season. A lot of changes since we were last live for a regular season game. Last season is in the rear view mirror. We're looking forward to 2025, and there's familiar faces back in the building. Robert Saleh. There's a bunch of new faces. Some familiar guys left. Deebo Samuel. Wow, could not be more pumped up for the season. Diana is here. Say, let's go, Niners. Come on, let's go. Thomas says, I'm here but traveling. I have a dear friend from Washington. This game is for bragging rights. The 49ers are favored by 3 points. Interesting. Don't you just love that Mahomes lost? I mean, yeah, I always love when Mahomes loses. It's just fun. I don't like saying that. It's like, oh, I like seeing someone lose. Mahomes is maybe the exception to the rule. Just seeing a update there on Red Zone that Brock Bowers left the game for the Raiders. Brock Bowers is right there with George Kittle for the best tight end in the game. So something to think about there. Eric says, I would have loved to hosted week 18, but I think the league is actually giving us a gift because it's cold here in January. Yeah, look, sometimes I wouldn't say it's cold, ever like really cold in the Bay Area, but maybe they did. Yeah, Seattle, it's probably going to be raining up there and, overcast and rain and just cold and gnarly. So I'm glad to be getting this game out of the way. Drew is in the house. Let's go, my good friend Drew. Out walking dogs, listen to you. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. 30 minutes until kickoff, until 49ers football is officially back regular season. Crazy Guy says CBS updated their scorebook too. I guess it's not, but my problem with it is that they don't really have a reason to change it like every Super Bowl. I guess I'm looking at the Fox one is jeepers. Yeah, the Fox one is not great. Joe Burrow against the Browns. 9 minutes to go. Bengals 17, Browns 16. So that's going down to the wire. Well, 8 minutes to go. I guess we're catching. He's getting sacked and sacked and sacked. Myles Garrett just is a monster. Wow, freaking hell. Myles Garrett just sacks left, right, and center. But yeah, look, we're back for another season doing 49ers live streams and trying my best to put out videos consistently for you. One thing which I do want to say is if you guys, drop a like on the stream. Do feel free to share it on your social medias if you wish to, we'll get a whole bunch of people in here. We'll build momentum throughout the course of the season. Joe Burrow almost sacked for a safety, just got out of the end zone. Like the Browns are just tormenting Joe Burrow. And I think that Browns defense is legit. And Jim Schwartz, he knows how to dial up defense, especially against Kyle Shanahan, which we do travel to Cleveland later this year. I think it's maybe late November, early December we travel to Cleveland, but that'll be an interesting game. But that's way down the road. Week 1 against the Seattle Seahawks in Seattle. There is a number of pretty big storylines coming out. If you guys have been following, Christian McCaffrey the last few days appeared on the injury report. His calf, people were thinking, here we go again, same as last year. It's the week before week 1. He suddenly appears on the injury report, he'll maybe miss one game. And then last year, we know what happened. He missed a bunch of games to start the season, played in 2 or 3, and then was out the rest of it. Christian McCaffrey is a go today. He is a full go. I do think compared to 2023, we're not going to see him as often, though. I don't think we're going to see McCaffrey running the ball 25, 30 times and catching it like 5, 10. Like, I just don't think that's going to happen. I think we got to be smart, and that's the reason why we traded for a new face, Brian Robinson Jr., who was potentially slated to be the starting running back for the Washington Commanders. And look, John Lynch calls up his old buddy, Adam Peters, and goes, hey, how about a 6th round pick? And with the Commanders, they have Bill Krosky Merritt or Jacoby Krosky Merritt. I don't know, starting. But look, you bring in Brian Robinson. I think we're going to see less McCaffrey. Maybe we might see him a little bit more active in the passing game. So really curious, though, really excited to see what that's going to look like. Looking at this matchup. So some of the big changes for Seattle is, of course, they bring in Sam Darnold. They trade away Geno Smith to the Raiders. They trade away DK Metcalf to the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they bring in Cooper Kupp. They sign Sam Darnold in free agency as well. They draft Gray Zabel on the offensive line. So the thing with Sam Darnold is, look, he had a really good regular season last year, 2024, with the Minnesota Vikings. Now, you could always argue maybe it's not that difficult to be thinking, you know what? You can throw to Justin Jefferson. You can throw to Jordan Addison. You have Aaron Jones as a running back. You have an okay offensive line, but then you have a really, really good play caller in Kevin O'Connell. Now you go to Seattle. You don't have, the likes of Justin Jefferson. You don't have Jordan Addison. You do have Jackson Smith and Jigba, who I think is a good receiver. There's no question about that. Isn't Rodgers' old helmet illegal? Why is he still wearing it? I don't know, Crazy Guy. That's a good question. I wonder if it's almost like a grandfathered in rule. The fact that he's been wearing it, that I don't know, maybe they can't force him to change his helmet. But I could be wrong. That's just a guess. DB1992 says Colts are handling the Dolphins. I did see that. Yeah, the Colts were up big time. Cardinals looking to make it the Cardinals field goal gets blocked. the Cardinals are up 20-10 over the Saints in New Orleans, and we travel to New Orleans next week. So it's 30-8, the Colts over the Dolphins. Is it now 33? Wow, 33-8. 2 minutes to go. What happened to the Dolphins? Yikes. Meet me at the creek. Let's go. Meet me at the creek. But yeah, so Sam Darnold comes in for the Seahawks. And look, of course, compared to last season, it's a different offense. It's different personnel. One thing which I think is worth noting, though, is Clint Kubiak, who is the offensive coordinator for the Seattle Seahawks. He was in San Francisco on the coaching staff in 2023. Sam Darnold was on the 49ers here as well in 2023. So these guys are familiar with each other. They obviously, that whole 2023 season, they would have spent, working together and, going through film and all that good stuff. So I think that it was, look, Clint Kubiak made the call when he was hired for the offensive coordinator position this offseason in Seattle, that it's like, we can bring in Sam Darnold. He's like, I trust Sam Darnold enough, and he's going to be familiar with my scheme, having spent a year in San Francisco, and they're going to, of course, run similar concepts. So I don't think this isn't like a quarterback on a new team who's learning a new offense and it's going to take some time to get ready. This is very much, I think he'll be able to hit the ground running. Steve-O is in the house. Let's go. Let's go. But I do think that Sam Darnold could very much hit the ground running. But we'll have to, of course, we're going to have to wait and see. Now, when you look at it, they bring in Cooper Kupp, who's just a reliable guy. He's been injured quite a bit over the last few years with the Rams. He is kind of getting up there in age. He's not the youngest guy, but I think he's going to be a good safety net for a guy like Sam Darnold. Cooper Kupp kind of knows how to get open. He knows where he needs to be. He can read the defense and find the soft spots in the zones. So that, of course, is going to be super helpful for a guy like Sam Darnold, who, look, as much as I've been saying that he should be very comfortable in this offense, it's still, new personnel. Saints in the red zone against the Cardinals, so you never know what could happen there. But look, it's new personnel, so it is going to take some time. There is going to be a learning curve. The question is, how steep will that learning curve be? Now we look at the San Francisco 49ers, and there's no Brandon Ayuk. I think it sounds like the Niners expect him back maybe somewhere around week 7 or week 8. So we're talking perhaps like another 2 months or so until we see Brandon Ayuk. I would like to think he could be back for week 8 when we go at the Houston Texans. Also, safety Malik Mustafa, he is also on the short-term IR, or the PUP, which I think that means they missed the first 6 games, but they will be due back, and that will be huge as well, just for like a boost mid-season to get those 2 guys back. Crazy Guy says the Niner game is showing on Channel 5 here, which is not an official NFL channel, but they still show it because it's a Spanish channel, so please bring your A game in commentating. I will be bringing my A++ game in commentating. 20 minutes, just over 20 minutes till kickoff in the 49ers game. Jets now, 7 minutes to go in that game, 32-31, and the Jets just scored a touchdown, and they are going for 2. So back to the 49ers. There's going to be, I think this is a year where it's going to be about Ricky Pearsall. This should be the year of Ricky Pearsall's breakout. So Ricky Pearsall, of course, we know last year, first round pick, number 31 overall. Came in, then we know what happened in the incident in downtown San Francisco that put him out for a lot of, I think all of training camp, all of preseason last year. He didn't come back until week 7 or 8 in the season last year. And then he came in and looked, naturally, being a rookie, missing time, missing training camp, missing preseason, missing the first 6 games, came in, and it took him a while to get acclimated to the offense, to the speed of the NFL, but down the stretch, Ricky Pearsall was so good. Then you hear out of training camp, it's like, Ricky Pearsall, man, this guy just gets open, you can't be stopped, blah, blah, blah. And then we see it in the preseason game, week 2 against the Las Vegas Raiders, which I streamed live. we saw that Ricky Pearsall was getting open. The connection was there with Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy was throwing the football before Ricky Pearsall, breaks on his route, and it's just bam, perfect, really good connection. So when it comes to Pearsall, he's the guy who you got to expect is like a potential breakout candidate. Jawan Jennings is back. So Jawan Jennings, in the last year of his contract, the last month or so, he hasn't been practicing. Jawan Jennings had a calf injury. Now, look, there's speculation. Was it actually a calf injury, or was he kind of, quote unquote, holding in to get a new contract? He clearly wanted more money. So I guess the compromise that the 49ers had with Jawan Jennings was, look, Jawan, we'll give you more money this year. He has a chance to get an extra, I think he's going to earn, $7.5 million. He has a chance to earn another $3 million on top of that. Plus, he gets to be a free agent next year. So Jawan Jennings now has all the incentive in the world. And I know that these guys, look, they give it 110% each time. So that is what it is. I'm not questioning that. But he has that extra incentive to be like, look, he basically had 1,000 yards last year. If he can replicate that again, Jawan Jennings is looking at getting over $20 million a year. I don't think that's not going to be with San Francisco. I can't imagine. But that's what's on the line for Jawan. So we know we're going to get the best version of him. We know what we got in George Kittle, best tight end in the game. George Kittle, Luke Farrell's brought in as a blocking tight end. Yeah, Christian McCaffrey, Brian Robinson Jr., they're going to lead the way in terms of the running back position. Kyle Juszczyk is back. But the rest of the wide receivers, so we have Ricky Pearsall, we have Jawan Jennings. After that, for the time being at least, it's a lot of different faces, a lot of new faces. You're going to see a mixture of guys. The main guys you're going to see is going to be Russell Gage Jr., who was actually with the Niners most of last year, recovering from a pretty gnarly injury. Russell Gage then missed all of last year. He was practicing. He was on the Niners practice squad. So, look, he clearly would have got up to speed with regards to the offense and the scheme and all that good stuff. And then he actually had a pretty solid training camp, and he's made the roster. If you look at Russell Gage in his NFL career, yes, it's been a few years since he's played, but he's a guy who has had multiple years over 700 yards. And I don't even think we don't even need that from Russell Gage. But if he can be a contributor, move the chains, make plays when we need him to, then good enough for me. Another guy to look at is going to be MVS, Marcus Valdes-Scantling. So MVS, tall guy, speedster. He spent a bunch of time with a bunch of different teams in very similar offenses. So with the Green Bay Packers and, Matt LaFleur, with the Saints last season with Clint Kubiak, he was with the Seahawks for all this offseason, gets cut. We bring him in, and this guy, 6'3", lightning fast. He's going to stretch the field. Let's not forget, too, that Sky Moore, wide receiver from the Chiefs, we traded for Sky Moore. Look, he's a guy I don't think you're going to see a lot of him in the offense, but a special teams guy. Punt returner, he might be back there with Isaac Orendo returning kicks. There's usually two guys back there. And I think you might see him on gadget plays. I think you'll see him play a bit. The player that we're really interested in is Jordan Watkins, the rookie out of Ole Miss. Looked really good in training camp. Looked good in his first preseason game, but then got banged up. Before I continue, let me get to some of your guys' comments. Not that I can't understand English, but NFL games in Spanish don't. Yeah, it would be different. They're probably kind of like loud and hyper, which is good. Niners will slay, says Philip Wilson. Let's go. Let's go. Crazy guy. Ricky Pearsall was a guy who survived getting boomed, right? Either way, needless to say, what a true champ he is. And also Brian Robinson Jr. is too. So both guys have that connection, if you want to call it. But I mean, horrific things to go through, but yeah. Mr. Mumbles, Shifty, good to see you on Football Sunday. Mr. Mumbles, good to see you too, my good friend. Thanks for coming back. Always good to see you. And it's going to be about 15 minutes away from kickoff between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Ian Gelly, they are showing the Jets versus Washington. The Jets versus Washington. Jets are playing the Steelers. Is it the Giants and the Commanders, is it? On UK Channel 5, basically the Fox coverage. Yeah, it is really expanding. It is really expanding, like the different channels and the way the NFL. I do kind of like that. The NFL is expanding ways for people to be able to watch it. Dadvistator, let's go. Heyo, let's go, let's go, let's go. Good to see you, buddy. Great to have you here, my man. I saw you left a comment way earlier, so thank you for that. Also, guys, hit the like button on the stream. I absolutely give you all the I give you all the permission in the world to share the stream on social media. Let's get a whole bunch of people in here. Week 1 NFL action. 49ers travel to the Seattle Seahawks. Melissa H is in the house. Hi, Shifting everyone. Great to be here for another 49ers season. So this is something that I'm gonna super quick, which I'm gonna have to say, I'm sure throughout the stream, but let's do our best. I know we're super hyped up, but let's do our best not to do spoilers. Deebo Samuel runs it in for a touchdown. Deebo Samuel with the Washington Commanders, looking like vintage Deebo Samuel. Yeah, you wonder where Cliff Kingsbury got that play call from. Dadvistator, thank you very much. Thank you, good sir, thank you. We are going to lose, says Tommy Huxley, always coming in with the positivity. Always love to see it. I have to head home just as the game starts, but I'll be back ASAP. All good, Melissa. All good. All good. However, I'll finish. I kind of talked about the offense a little bit. You're going to see different guys, a wide receiver. Of course, Pearsall and Jennings, we know. Then we have Russell Gage Jr., veteran guy, been around the league, has had multiple 700-yard seasons. MVS, veteran guy, been around the league. He is a speedster, also a big guy too. Doesn't have the best hands though, but someone who can stretch the field and someone who's very familiar with this offense. Then you have Sky Moore, who's come over from Kansas City, going to be primarily a return guy. Maybe he has some gadget plays sprinkled into the offense, but I don't think we'll see too much of him with regards to the offense. And then you have the usual suspects with Christian McCaffrey, who is a go for today, George Kittle, and Kyle Juszczyk. So there you go. That's the offensive line. Let's hit on that really quick because we have time. So the offensive line, we have Trent Williams at left tackle. Ben Bartch is going to be starting at left guard. Ben Bartch, in limited action last season, looked pretty good, actually. He graded out well with PFF, looks pretty good. Oh, Shifty reads my comment and then talked about no spoilers, hoping I won't have to. Well, look at that, Melissa. Well, look at that. Tommy is Seahawks 12th man. Actually excited to see how Washington. Yeah, look, I think the Commanders will be good this year. And I predicted, I think in my Deebo video months ago, that I think Deebo is going to have a big 2025. Do I think he's going to be great like for the next 4 or 5 years? Probably not. But I think this season, I think he'll be pretty darn good. Kyler Murray in all kinds of trouble. And there's 2 minutes left. And I think the Saints are going to get the ball back. The Saints are down 7 at home against the Cardinals. But on the offensive line, so we know Trent Williams, left tackle, best left tackle maybe in the history of the game. Left guard, Ben Bartch, played well in limited time, got hurt. That's the issue with Ben Bartch. He's good when he's out there, but the issue is, can he stay out there? If he, I'm not even going to say anything more about Ben Bartch. Beyond that, I don't want to jinx anything. Then center, Jake Brendel, everybody's favorite center in the world. Was kind of hoping that we'd see an upgrade through either free agency or the draft, but we did not. Hopefully, look, he has a good year. He's a 49er. He's wearing the uniform. I want him to play well. Then we look at right guard Dominic Pooney. So Dominic Pooney, rookie last year, played almost, I'd say, every snap on the offense. So he's got a full year of experience playing in the NFL, playing on the road, difficult environments. So he's got a lot of good experience there last season, and he's going to be slated in to be our right guard, basically, of the future. I think Dominic Pooney is going to be a very good right guard. He did pick up an injury a few weeks ago. I think it was in the last preseason game, but he's been practicing the last number of days. He is good to go. Right tackle is Colton McKivitz. Colton McKivitz, I think, is going to be one of the key guys on the offensive line. Right tackle, he's going to be basically having to block against guys like DeMarcus Lawrence, Boye Mafe, who are going to be coming off the edge for the Seattle Seahawks. Colton McKivitz has said some big things. He's basically set a goal this year of becoming a Pro Bowler, which, look, if it happens, great. Also, something interesting to note. So we have Colton McKivitz. I think Colton McKivitz is pretty good. I'm not going to say he's a Pro Bowler. I'm not going to say he's the best right tackle in the league. I'm not going to say he's basically Lane Johnson. He's not. But I think he's pretty good. And I think the big thing here, so what is this purple thing on my name? I'll get to that. That's nothing. That's a YouTube thing. Basically, the more you comment in the stream, the higher you move up like the leaderboard, basically, or something, top fans. But if Colton McKivitz can have a Pro Bowl type season, not only does that really good for the Niners, but he will get a big payday. Luke Gadecki, the right tackle of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who's pretty good. He got a big contract extension. We're talking, is it like $20 million a year or something? Jalen Moore going to the Chiefs gets like 10, 15 million, like crazy money. Aaron Banks getting $20 million a year with Green Bay, like just stupid money. But McKivitz, I think a bit like Jawan Jennings, he's going to be absolutely incentivized to be as good as he can be and try and cash in free agency. I don't think he'll be back with the 49ers if he has a very good year, which I hope he does. You know, it'd suck to see him kind of go on, move on to another team. However, if he has a good year for the Niners, that means we have a really good right tackle. Let's move on to the defense, where there's a lot of intrigue. And I'll keep in mind that we're only 9 minutes away from kickoff. We have 3 Cosmic 6 Journey 9 Go Jags. I think the Jaguars won. No, sorry, I think they're winning. That game got, I think, delayed halfway through due to a bad weather or something like that. But I think they're dominant. I think it was 20-3 last I checked, but do correct me if I'm wrong, because I tend to be wrong at times. Moore isn't even starting. That's the thing, Tommy. Completely agree with you. The Kansas City Chiefs paying, $10-15 million a year for a backup swing tackle in Jalen Moore? Ugh. Lori T is in the house. It's Shifty's. You know it. You know, we here. You know, we are out here. God, I'm kind of in that really excited, little bit of nerves kicking in. As long as the Niners win, hopefully. So the defense, of course, is going to be led by Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, and Diamador Lenore, all guys who are captains. Those are the 3 guys. Kind of, you have that elite player at each level of the defense. Some names that we're going to be looking out for on the defensive line. Rookie 11th overall pick Michael Williams on, running downs, like first down, second down. You'll see him line up opposite on the other end of Nick Bosa. Good against the run, should be able to set the edge. Come passing downs, you could see him kick inside. Watch out for number 98. Another guy to watch out for, I believe he's wearing number 47, is Bryce Huff. We traded for him from the Philadelphia Eagles, a guy who didn't fit in with Philadelphia last year. I mean, they won the Super Bowl, but he didn't really play a whole lot. He was inactive for the Super Bowl. However, Bryce Huff the year before with the Jets, with Robert Saleh, had 10 sacks. If we can get a 10-sack season out of Bryce Huff, sign me up for that. I'm happy out. Beyond that, so the big issues that the Niners have is interior defensive line, defensive tackle. The starters are slated to be Jordan Elliott and Kalia Davis. Not exactly going to be scaring other teams with that. However, we do have the 2 high upside, high potential rookies in 2nd round pick Alfred Collins and 4th round pick CJ West. 4th round pick CJ West does seem to be kind of more ahead of schedule with regards to his development compared to Alfred Collins. But look out for those guys. CJ West is going to be 99 and Alfred Collins 95, both big dudes. And we need them to step up. The defensive tackle position is arguably our weakest spot on the entire roster. So if those 2 young guys can step up, also Kalia Davis hasn't played a ton, showed some good stuff in preseason. Jordan Elliott, you're just hoping that he can help out against the run. But defensive tackle, going to be an issue. Linebacker, Fred Warner, best linebacker in the game. Don't go any further than that. But when it comes to the linebacker position, look out for D. Winters. He is essentially now the heir apparent to Dre Greenlaw, number 53. He's had a good, really good training camp, good preseason. And a lot of, the snaps on defense, it's going to be just Warner and D. Winters out there. But when we do play a base defense, so 4 linemen, 3 linebackers, look out for Luke Gifford. He will be out there mainly or primarily a special teams ace, but you'll see him flying around as well, making plays. Backup linebackers Tatum Bethune and rookie Nick Martin. Nick Martin is a guy to watch as the season goes on. His first preseason game, Nick Martin, it was ugly. It was not good. He got better, and he's a rookie. That's going to happen. He was hurt for a lot of last season at Oklahoma State, so he missed time, and he's a rookie. Naturally, it's going to take some time to get things going, but Nick Martin, a guy as the season goes on, Nick Martin's a guy to watch. Linebacker number 45. Cornerbacks, man, the starters, I like them. Diamador Lenore and Renardo Green. We got a bunch of people in the house. We got Christian Medina. Let's go. Bang, bang. Niner gang. Let's go. Christian, always a pleasure to have you in here, my friend. Ill Will 81. Yo, Shifty, great to see you back for the season. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. And, oh, there we go. And New Jersey, great to see you again, Ann. Let's go. Another season of 49er football. Let's go. Niner Jamie's in the house, watching in between calls from Vegas. Hope my boys prove you wrong in this game's outcome. I hope so, too. Eddie V, let's go. What's up, Eddie? Great to see you, my friend. Great to see you. Guys, we're only minutes away from kickoff, the start of the 2025 season. Let's go. We got Crazy Guy. There we go. Saying what's up to everyone. Claire Hayward, how are we doing? Great to see you for another season. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Niner Jamie, it's officially football season. You're right. And it says to change my name. But it is Anatol Pagan here. It always will be. Nicky Martin will turn folks upside down and inside out. That guy can fly. The truth teller. Let's get it. Let's go. Funky Medina. I look great. Thank you. I appreciate that. In reality, I've actually put on weight, but yeah, there we go. But trying to do my best. Working out a little bit. I have some weights at home, so I've just put on the 49ers Seahawks broadcast. So getting ready for that. We're about 3-4 minutes away from kickoff. Thank you, though. I honestly, I don't mean to be that person, and thank you very much for the compliment. I will happily accept it. Yeah, I'm pumped right now. That kind of nervous energy. I just want kickoff to happen already. Let's go Niners, says Christian. Let's freaking go. Okay, so my prediction for the game, I did a video, I did a preview. I do think that the Seahawks are going to win this game. I want to be so wrong. I want to be absolutely dead wrong. I just think that a little wait. I think that the Seahawks win this game. The Niners have a number of weaknesses. We started talking about the defensive tackle position. I think Seattle's going to try and run the ball, control the time of possession. That's just my, I hope I'm wrong, but here's the thing, I want to be wrong. I would never be more happy to be so wrong in this case. And hopefully the Niners prove me wrong, my predictions are far from perfect. I thought the Chiefs would beat the Chargers. So we were talking about the cornerback. So yeah, Diamador Lenore, Renardo Green, rookie Upton Stout. What a name. 3rd round pick out of Western Kentucky. He's going to be the nickelback. So he'll be guarding the guys in the slot. Number 20, keep an eye out for him. He's kind of been banged up in training camp the last few weeks. However, he was dominating. In training camp. So, man, that guy just flying around, super aggressive. Reminds me of a guy like a K'Wan Williams. So we loved K'Wan when he was with the 49ers. Other cornerbacks after that, though, the cornerback room gets a little. Chase Lucas, let's actually give a shout out to Chase Lucas. So Chase Lucas, great preseason. We're talking sacks, interceptions, and it's great to have him make the roster. And then you have Darrell Luter Jr. Hopefully we don't have to see him out there. special teams guy. The safety room, the rookie, Marquise Siegel, 5th round pick out of Kansas State, is going to be starting at safety. I believe it's going to be with Jason Pinnock, who we picked up in free agency. I think that Jair Brown has officially lost his spot as a starter. Some people will be happy about that. I would have thought that they would have leaned more towards the veteran guy, but they're not. My prediction, unfortunately, is I think the Niners lose this game. However, I want to be wrong. I want to be so wrong. Here's the deal. The defense is really young. There's a lot of young players out there. There are going to be mistakes. I don't think if we lose this game, the season is not lost. So just keep that in mind. I should actually turn off the volume. Thank you very much, Anne, for re-up in the membership. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Game is starting. Please, no spoilers. I would appreciate that. And yeah, game is about to start. The Niners are ready to kick off. It's going to be Jake Moody kicking off. So the Seahawks will get the ball to start the game. So I have the ball on the correct team. The 2025 season is about to get rocking and rolling. Let's go. Come on, Jake Moody. Let's pin him deep. Kickoff is away. Going towards the corner. And it's going to be kneeled down in the end zone. Not a good kick. So that means the Seahawks start at the 35, I believe. Yeah, so if you kick the ball directly into the end zone and it's a touchback, I believe it's the 35. However, if the ball bounces and then goes in the end zone, I think it's at the 20-yard line. The ball bounces before the end zone. So kind of a bit of a mistake right there to start off the season for Jake Moody. Alrighty, here we go, everybody. 1st and 10 for the Seahawks. Sam Darnold is out there, going to be in the gun with Kenneth Walker the third. Here we go. 2 receivers to the top. Walker goes in motion. Snap is away. Darnold looking to throws it downfield wide open. That's going to be JSN already into 49ers territory, down to the 49ers 47-yard line. Yeah, Jake Moody, kind of not the best start there. Moody. I'd rather have him start at 35 than a return. Maybe. So pick up there. No pressure on Sam Darnold on 1st and 10. Throws it downfield. JSN, though, is on the sideline getting looked at. I think he's going to be okay. Doesn't look. For a second, I thought it looked like he was hurt. 1st and 10, Seahawks at the Niners 47. Snap is away. They pitch it down left. Niners defense plays it pretty well. Pickup of about 4 maybe for Kenneth Walker. Diameter Lenore getting in the face of Kenneth Walker. There we go. Shifty, more like lifty, looking jacked. I'm not. I appreciate you. I got to learn to just accept compliments, but 2nd and 6, I'm going to call it for Seattle at the Niners 43, 44-yard line. Jalen Milroe is in the backfield now. Sam Darnold split out wide, and then Jalen Milroe gets maybe a yard. Well-played defense. And that's Luke Gifford coming up. Only a pickup of 1. So Jalen Milroe, this is what we thought we might see. They're going to sprinkle in their rookie quarterback, Jalen Milroe. Jalen Milroe, rookie quarterback out of, is it Alabama? So they're going to sprinkle him in. Maybe that read option, a lot of different things. So it's going to be 3rd and 5 now. Darnold is going to be in the gun, back to his left. Will the Niners bring pressure? JSN motions down. Cooper Kupp is in the slot. Niners showing pressure, and they bring pressure. Darnold going to get hit as he throws. It's caught, but it's no gain. So it's going to be 4th and 5. What a wacky play. Great job defense, though. Sam Darnold gets hit by Nick Bosa. Come on. If anybody has the emojis, did I do that? Let's go. Nick Bosa hits Darnold as he throws it. Ball then deflects off an offensive lineman. And then the Seahawks player caught it, but no gain. It's 4th and 5, and they're going to go for it. From the Niners 42, they're lining up to go for it. Got to watch for the fake, though. Got to watch for the fake. I think that the Seahawks I don't think they snap this ball. They do not snap the ball. Let's go. 4th and 5. Niners gotta stop. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Niners gotta stop. There's a flag on the play. It's going to be delay of game. Did I do that? Yeah, check out some of the new emojis that I designed. Let me know what y'all think. Yeah, you got to rattle Darnold early. He took a big shot from Nick Bosa on that play. So Bosa causing problems for Sam Darnold. Mary Martell. Mary the model Martell. Let's go. Taking Niners and under. So here comes the punt for the Seattle Seahawks. It is Michael Dixon. Punt is away. Let's see where this lands. It's a good punt, but it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be around the 9 or 10 yard line. So considering where they punted from, not the end of the world. There we go. Niners going to get the ball. Come on. Come on. We got to stop. Come on. Let's go. 2025 season is here, everybody. Let's get crazy. There's a flag on the play. How is there a holding? Half the distance to the goal. How is there a holding on that? Why would anybody be holding on a punt that's going to go like 30 yards? Why is anybody holding? It makes no sense. Brant Boyer, let's get this going. Brant Boyer he's got to be livid on the sideline. Jake Moody kicks it straight into the end zone. There's a flag on a 30-yard punt. Come on, let's go. We're back, baby. We are back. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the 49ers at our own maybe 5-yard line. Let's see what Brock Purdy has dialed up. McCaffrey's going to be out there. Juszczyk, Kittle. I think you're going to see a lot of formations where you're going to see Luke Farrell and Kittle on one side. You might see a wide receiver come in motion and be tight with those guys, and it's going to overload blocking on one side. Raiders just won, says Susan. The Raiders just beat the Patriots. Do also feel free, because I'm not really checking it, but feel free if you guys want to drop the scores of the other games as well. Tommy Huxley's up to his usual self. Thank you, Tommy. Let's go. Yeah, Nick Bosa on 3rd and 5. He laid a hit on Sam Darnold. Ball came out, like he threw it, bounced off an offensive lineman's back. The Seattle receiver caught it, but Marquis Siegel, the rookie 5th-round pick out of Kansas State, was right there, make the tackle. No gain. Now Seattle punts. We get the ball. Love the 49ers. Won't ever say anything about Bosa after his... Look, I like to keep that stuff out of football. And maybe Bosa should have done that too. I want to see concentration and excellent communication. I want to see the offensive line step up. The offensive line needs to be better than what it was last year. We could not run the ball for anything last year. We need to run the ball. We need to control the clock. Let's go into Seattle right now, 95-yard drive, put up a touchdown, make the 12th man be quiet, and let's go win this game. Let's go, Purdy. Come on. F the Raiders, says Tommy. There you go. Bucks. Oh, the Falcons beat. Is that game over, Tennille? And Tennille, good to see you as well. Is that game over? So 49ers, first offensive possession of the 2025 season. McCaffrey in the backfield. 12:05 to go in the first quarter. Purdy behind center. Juszczyk and McCaffrey in the backfield. McCaffrey splits out wide. Purdy in the pocket. Rolls to his right. Got to get rid of it. Dumps it off. Caught. Ooh, jeepers. That was caught by McCaffrey. Maybe gets about 2 or 3 dangerous play. A lot of traffic there. Holy Magoli. Pickup of 3, 2nd and 7. There was a lot of traffic in there. I held my breath for a second. Trent Williams, of course, is back. Ben Barch at left guard. Jake Brendel center. Dominic Pooney right guard. Colton McKivitz right tackle. Purdy's in the gun now, joined by McCaffrey to his left. McCaffrey now splits out wide. Snap is away. Purdy's looking to throw. Under pressure. Purdy's now going to scramble. Purdy gets about maybe 3 yards on the play, so it's going to be 3rd and 4. Under pressure, scrambling, nobody open. Stupid play call, yikes. 104 left to go. Alicia, I'm a tennis addict and we have got such a good match on. But here I am turning shifty since there we go. Alicia, pleasure to have you here. Always good to have people here. Let's go. We're rocking and rolling. 3rd down. This is a big 3rd down. Got to keep the drive going. 3rd and 4 from our own 11-yard line. Purdy's in the gun. McCaffrey to his left. Pearsall down low. Snap is away. Looking to throw. Protection's good. Throws it. Caught. 1st down. 1st down. George the Animal Kittle. Let's go. Let's go. George Kittle, 1st down, 49ers. You can't cover George Kittle. No one was covering George Kittle there. Let's go. Purdy to Kittle, 1st down. Got those new Kittle emojis. Let's get them going in the chat. 1st down, 49ers. Let's go up to the 19-yard line. Purdy in the gun. Backs either side of him. Juszczyk splitting out wide. Hands it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey gets through a couple of guys, picks up about 3, maybe 4. A little bit of extracurriculars after the play. Let's go. Bucks miss the kick, so the Falcons win that game, I'm assuming? Bucks 23. Gotta love 85. Ann, thank you so much. Thank you, Ann. Far too kind. You're far too kind. Thank you so much. Everybody, let's give Ann a big shout out in the chat. 2nd and 6 for the 49ers. Purdy in the gun. Purdy behind center. It looks like it's McCaffrey lone in the backfield. Man goes in motion is Pearsall. They do hand it to McCaffrey. McCaffrey nowhere to go. Loses a yard, maybe 2. That's going to be 3rd and 8. And this is what we saw a lot last year. Runs going nowhere, long 3rd downs. Mary Martell with the Purdy, with the Kittle. Go Niners, so thank you, broadcast Sherry. My absolute pleasure. There is a player down for Seattle, though. A defender down for McCaffrey, nowhere to go. McCaffrey had to cut on a dime there. And McCaffrey's good, so his calf must be okay. But there is a player down for Seattle. I can't see who it is, but there are trainers out there. It is Eman Wari, the rookie 2nd-round pick out of South Carolina, kind of safety, linebacker, hybrid type guy. We got 69 people in here. Very nice. 69 people. Let's go. Let's go. So it's going to be 3rd and 8 for the 49ers from our own 21-yard line. Big play here. If we can pick up these 3rd downs, extend the drive, keep Seattle's offense out of rhythm on the sideline, build the confidence, quiet this crowd. But this is a big 3rd down play. Big 3rd down play. Eman Worry. Bucks 23, Falcons 20. 54 seconds. And I guess if the Bucks missed a field goal, then obviously the Falcons will get the ball. So Nick Emanwari, 2nd-round pick out of South Carolina. A guy that I think some people, a lot of people, I would say, wanted the Niners to draft potentially in the 2nd round. So hopefully he's okay. Right here in this channel, we don't want to see anyone get injured. Not going to ever cheer for that. Falcons with the ball. Dirty mind, I'm only human. I'm only human after all. So big 3rd down here for the 49ers. It's going to be 3rd and 8 from our own 21-yard line. Last time out, Kittle got the 1st down. It was wide open. What are we going to dial up here? So we get the good run, a decent run on 1st down. So we pick up 4 on 1st down with McCaffrey. Then on 2nd down, you'll lose 2 yards. You can't go backwards. Credit to Seattle for playing good defense, but you can't go backwards. My stomach is in knots, man. It's all good. Spynick Danger. How are we doing, good sir? I think once the game is started, my stomach, and I was a bit nervous beforehand, but once the game starts, it's like we're playing football. in my season prediction and in my game preview, look, I had the 49ers losing this game, so if we win, then it's like this, it's just an absolute bonus. So Shifty has wicked 80s music skills. There we go. Let's go. Warsmith 78. 3rd and 8 for the San Francisco 49ers. There's 8:57 to go in the first quarter. Excuse me. Purdy's 2 for 2 for 11 yards so far. Let's see. Play clock is at 15 as they break the huddle. Seattle's getting loud. Purdy's in the gun. McCaffrey to his left. 3 receivers down low. 1 up top. Jennings now motions up top. Need good protection here. Snap is away. Throws it downfield. Ricky Pearsall! Ricky Pearsall! First down 49ers! Let's go! Let's go! Ricky Pearsall! Welcome to the big leagues, Ricky. I know you were here last year as well, but this is going to be big-time Ricky Pearsall. Purdy, let's get those Purdy emojis in the chat. Big-time throw, big-time catch, Ricky Pearsall getting up near midfield. Come on, Niners, up at our own 47. Purdy behind center. Snap is away. They fake the handoff to Brian Robinson. Purdy throws it downfield. Caught Ricky Pearsall again. Another first down into Seattle territory. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Ricky. Come on. John J, man. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, John. I hope that you're doing well out there in the Bay, man. I miss you, dude. John, I don't really check out a ton of YouTube content outside of what I do here, but if you're still doing it, guys, either way, subscribe to his channel. John Jay is one of the best guys. We're at the Seattle 40-yard line, 1st and 10. Purdy fakes the handoff. Purdy in the pocket, dinks it over, almost intercepted. What was Purdy thinking? I don't like that. Purdy, sometimes the play ain't there. More shifties, let's go. 2nd and 10, we're at the Seattle 40-yard line. Purdy did like a Jeff Garcia, like jump and throw, but it was way behind actually, it was almost caught by the Niner receiver. Who's number 3? Is that Jeepers? What the hell, Purdy? That's an interesting throw right there. Number 3, is that Valdez-Scantling? 2nd and 10 from the Seattle 40. Purdy behind center. They pitch it to Brian Robinson. Gets only a yard on the play. There was guys in the backfield. What the hell is going on with the blocking? Not good enough. Not good enough for the run blocking guys. Not freaking good enough. Jaron Reed in the backfield. He didn't make the tackle, but he blew that play up. 3rd and 9 from the Seattle 39. Niners been effective so far on 3rd down. Got to pick up another one, though. This is big right here. This is a big 3rd down. Purdy's in the gun. He's got McCaffrey to his right. 3 receivers down low, 1 up top. Play clock's at 3. Snap is away. Purdy's rolling to his left. Fakes the throw. Purdy does throw it incomplete. Incomplete. Nobody open. No flags on the play. There is a flag on the play. We'll have to see what the call is. Let's see. The Niners do look like Purdy looks like he's walking to the sideline. So we'll have to see what the flag is. Did Purdy get hit late? Oh, he did get hit kind of late. I think it's a cheap enough flag, but if that's what the call is, it is kind of a late hit. Purdy did sell it, so, and that's when the flag came out. So it's going to be that's going to be roughing the passer. Yeah, that's going to be 15 yards roughing the passer. I'll take it. I'll take it. A little bit soft, I would say. A little bit soft. I'm going to be objective here. A little bit soft. I think Purdy oversold it, but, we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. We've been screwed over by flags God knows how many times, so that's the universe correcting itself. That's what I'm going to tell myself. 1st and 10 49ers. We're at the Seattle 24-yard line. 6:41 to go in the first quarter. Purdy behind center. McCaffrey is the back. Man goes in motion. Is Pearsall in motion? Yeah, you see the 2 tight ends and Pearsall right there. I think you see the run up to the right, maybe a play action. You do give to McCaffrey up the middle. McCaffrey falls forward, gets about 4 yards on first down, 2nd and 6 coming up for San Francisco. Is Purdy hurt? Purdy is not hurt. Purdy is not hurt. Purdy getting the Mahomes treatment. That's what happens when you pay Purdy $53 million a year. He starts getting those calls. Nicky Manwari looks like he's holding his shin. He's gone to the blue tent. That is the 2nd-round pick rookie out of South Carolina for the Seattle Seahawks. 2nd and 7, they're calling it, just outside the Seattle 20. 6 minutes to go in the first. Purdy in the gun. McCaffrey to his right. Juszczyk goes in motion. Purdy fakes the pass to his left, throws it downfield. Going to be caught, and that's going to be George Kittle for a first down. Let's go. Let's go, George. George Kittle, baby. First down, 49ers. Let's go. Let's go. DJ Gene, how we doing, buddy? Evil Ducks, let's go. Come on. I'll take 4 yards on first down. Good job. George Kittle makes the catch. First down, 49ers. We're at the Seattle 14, 13-yard line. Sorry, the Seattle 10. It's 1st and goal. Purdy behind center. McCaffrey's the back. Snap is away. They fake the handoff to McCaffrey. Looks like the play's called dead. There's a flag, and that's going to be, man, we can't be doing this. This is what we did all last year. You can't be doing false frickin' starts. The red zone offense last year was terrible. 1st and goal at the 10. Now you're getting the false. Luke Farrell, pay you big money to block. Come on. Get it together. Come on. The people's tight end. Love me some Kittle, but man, 1st and goal from the 15-yard line. Ugh, it's so annoying. This is what happened so much last year. Come on, let's get it in. Let's get it in. 15 yards. You got 3 downs to do it. Purdy in the gun. McCaffrey to his right. Snap is away. Hands it to McCaffrey. McCaffrey gets a yard or so. There's nothing doing in the run game. They are selling out for the run. I think we're going to have to throw this ball a lot. So it's going to be 2nd and goal from maybe inside the 14-yard line. Maybe. Thank you very much, Taylor Durkee, for subscribing to the channel. Appreciate you guys. I'll update the subscriber count soon. 2nd and goal from the 14. Purdy in the gun. McCaffrey to his left. 2 receivers up top. Snap is away. Purdy's looking to throw under pressure. Purdy's going to roll to his right. Going to keep it. Going to run inside the 10. Down about the 6-yard line. Good job by Brock Purdy. Now look, Brock Purdy himself said a couple of days ago, he's not a dual threat guy. But you do have to know, look, Brock Purdy is quick. He's not fast. So know when to use your quickness, and that was a perfect way to do that. Perfect way to do that. Pass to open the run game. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think you guys are spot on with that. I don't think you can just go out there and run on first down. Seattle's not going to let that happen. 3rd and goal from the 6. Play clock is winding down. Purdy's in the gun. McCaffrey to his left. 2 receivers down low, 2 up top. Snap is away. Purdy looking to throw. Throws it. End zone. Touchdown! Touchdown! George Kittle! First touchdown of the season! George Kittle, come on! Come on! And that's a touchdown! George Kittle, let's go crazy! Let's go crazy! Let's go crazy! Come on! Let's go! Let's go, Kittle! And that's a touchdown! Let's go! Come on! George freaking Kittle! Come on! Let's go! Come on! What did I say? 95-yard drive. Control the clock. Come on, Moody. Come on, Moody. Oh, jeepers. Moody's up and it's perfect. Drills it. 7-0 San Francisco. Let's freaking go. 49ers take the lead. 7-0. Woo. Frickin' frick. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. What a long drive, multiple third down pickups, and a 3rd and goal. You're picking up third down, controlling the clock. It feels like it's been an hour since Seattle been on the field, even though the game's only been on for 25 minutes. Come on! There we go. There we freaking go. Phillip Wilson, let's go. Like you said, Shifty, 95 yards and a TD. Look, that's exactly that. You couldn't draw it up better. It's huge confidence for the offense. Now, the one thing which you got to look at it's the run game. I think you maybe got to start passing on first down. That's kind of aggressive. You sprinkle in runs, but you may, as you guys mentioned in the chat, maybe you got to pass, get that defense to back off, and then bam, you hit them with the run. And that's when you knock it down their throat with a guy like Brian Robinson Jr., let him do that. Niners win probability. There we go. With the new NIL, can college kickers play on NFL teams? No, they can't. Because they would have to go through the process of the draft. In order to be eligible for the NFL, they have to declare for the draft. Hell yes, bring on this. I mean, look, Iowa State won their game in Ireland. They beat K-State. Get Brock Purdy's team up against Marquise Siegel's team. Iowa State beats Iowa. Looking good for Iowa State so far. Good drive right there. Good drive for the 49ers. The passing to Ricky Pearsall, George Kittle. And if we can establish the run game, man, that's going to just make that play action just so much more effective. But a really good job. That was an 8-minute and 22-second drive, 14 plays. Love to see it. So the 49ers now will be kicking off to the Seattle Seahawks. There's 3:43 to go in the first quarter. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Jair Brown out there on special teams. Demoted from the starting. So Moody kicks it off. This might be going out of bounds. No, fielded just inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. Come on, special teams. Get him down. Good tackle. At the 30. So we'll take that. I'll take that any day. Any day I'll take that. Shifty, love being at the game. By the way, Galway rocks, especially the oysters. Yes, Galway's. Look, when the weather's nice, Galway is probably my favorite place in the world. How's the unis looking? The unis, like the uniforms? I like the new ones. I think they're pretty good. Offense is all right. I mean, look, good start. Long way to go. We're in the first freaking quarter. 1st and 10, Seattle at their own 31. Darnold behind center. Snap is away. Hands it off to the running back. Come on, guys. Chase him down. Big gain for the running back. Gets about 7 on the play. We don't get blocking like that. And maybe the Niners aren't selling out as much as the Seahawks to try and get, to stop the run. But pickup of 6, they're calling it for Seattle. Time to break out the Coors Light. No beard tonight, unfortunately. Glad to see the past game is alive, says Mr. Mumbles. Let's see if CMC can get things going. Want to see Shift to get I would love that too. I don't want to say it. I don't want to jinx anything, but I would love to as well. 2nd and 4 now. Darnold behind center. Lone back. Man goes in motion. Niners have 5 on the defensive line. They're going to pitch it right side. They're going to keep going that way. They fall forward for a first down. Whoa, Diamador Lenore came in late. That's going to be a flag against Diamador Lenore for sure. If it's not, then boy, are we lucky. Lenore came in late, and you could see him shove somebody. They're not going to call that a flag. They're not going to call... No, they are going to flag that. Diamador Lenore, you are a captain now. You can't be doing that stuff. Lenore gives up 15 free yards. Look, Lenore, we love the passion, but jeepers, you can't be doing that. Like, what is he doing? He's... No flag, or... Was it not a flag? Oh, it is a flag at R43 now. Snap is away. Darnold fakes the handoff. Looking, throwing it way downfield, wide open, and that's going to be JSN. And then you push. Why are you pushing out of bounds? Upton Stout, the rookie, gets beat by JSN. Look, that's nothing to be ashamed about. See, look, this is where we have, yeah, this is where, look, it's a rookie guy out there. There's going to be growing pain. Why is he pushing him out of bounds, though? Like, what are you doing? Ridiculous. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Seahawks at the 21 of the 49ers, maybe the 22. Snap his way. They pitch it right side. Come on, defense. Get him down. Pick up about 3 or 4. That's Zach Charbonnet. Gets about maybe 5 on the play, I would say. Seahawks offense is rolling right now. They're just pitching it left, pitching it right. They're getting chunks every single time. Niners going to have to make some adjustments there because Seattle's just picking up chunks every single time. Fred Warner is down. Fred Warner is down. He takes his helmet off. Fred Warner is down. Hopefully Fred is okay. Fred Warner is down. Helmet off. What the hell? Fred Warner down on the field. We better hope he's okay. We better hope he's okay. Ashton G, how are we doing? Yikes. Fred Warner is down on the field. He took his helmet off. I don't know what's going on with Fred. He wasn't like grabbing anything. Like he wasn't like grabbing his leg or his arm or anything that I saw, but hopefully Fred is okay because yeah, we need Fred. Helmet off always equals bad news. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. All we can do is wait and see. Fingers crossed he's okay. Maybe he got winded for all we know. That's kind of what I'm hoping. Maybe he just took a shot to the midsection and got winded and just needs to kind of get his breath back or something. I didn't see it. I didn't see any replay. So who's the middle linebacker? If Fred's out, is going to be second-year linebacker Tatum Bethune out of Florida State. Yeah, this drive is just a complete mess. This drive is a mess for the defense. Diomedor Lenore, you are a captain now. You can't be acting stupid like that. Giving away 15 free yards in a division game on the road. Unbelievable. I'm not going to attack. Let's see here. He hit his helmet off the running back's butt. It looks like Fred Warner's on the sideline. Fred Warner's running around. I think Fred's going to be okay. He has to come out, though. But Fred is going to go maybe to the blue tent, and he's going to be evaluated for a concussion, is my guess. That's my guess, is that he'll be evaluated for a concussion. It didn't look like egregious. Like it looked like he kind of hit the running back's butt. But they're going to be looking. I'm no doctor, so I don't want to speculate. I just hope he's okay. So it's 2nd and 5 for the Seahawks at the Niners' 17-yard line. 4 down linemen. Bosa's out there. Alfred Collins out there. They hand the ball off, and it's just open season for the running back for the Seahawks. Pickup of 6. It's going to be a first down, Seattle. But concussion. We need guys to stay. It's 3rd and 1, actually. 3rd and 1. But the way that we're defending, the run game, we're just getting dominated. We can't run the ball, and we can't stop it. Come on, guys. Let's go. Let's make a big stop. Come on. Let's make a big stop. Let's go. Let's go. 3rd and 1 for Seattle. And a quarterback sneak, and that's a first down. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Seahawks at the 11-yard line. Barner takes it. Maybe that wasn't a quarterback sneak. Maybe that was a tight end sneak or something. 40-something seconds to go in the first quarter. Seattle's got the ball 1st and 10 at the 49ers 11 or 12-yard line, just outside and goal to go. Darnold behind center, I formation. Can the Niners stop the run? Man goes in motion is Cooper Kupp. Darnold changing up the play call. They see that it's a zone defense. Snap is away. They do hand it off, and he's getting good yards, getting about 4 or 5 yards up the middle. Tackled by Renardo Green and Tatum Bethune, who's come in for the injured Fred Warner. Fred Warner being evaluated for a concussion. This is going to be the end of the first quarter, folks. It's going to be 2nd and 6 from inside the 10 when we come back. Touchdown, San Francisco. So for the 49ers, it's going to be 2nd and 6 for the defense inside our own 10-yard line. Defense got to make a stand. What that emoji? It's too small. I think I got to change that emoji. It says touchdown. It's supposed to say touchdown San Francisco. But I think, yeah, the emoji's just too, like, the writing's just too, I think I tried to fit too much into the, the emoji there. It's too much writing for, the emojis are just kind of too small for that. Wanted to do in honor of Greg Papa, who, shout out also to Greg Papa, the 49ers, play-by-play announcer. He is going through treatment. I don't want to say, I'm not 100% sure, so I don't want to say in case I'm wrong. But he's going through treatment right now. Hopefully he'll be okay. The Niners do have, looks like some very capable people filling in as the play-by-play announcers. But hopefully Greg Papa, prayers, wishes, best thoughts out to Mr. Greg Papa, legendary play-by-play announcer. So it's going to be the start of the second quarter. Seattle's going to have, it's going to be 2nd and 6 from about the 49ers 7 or 8 yard line. Why is Huffin? He isn't a run. Yeah, he's not. But you're in that part of you're in the red zone. They're thinking maybe they take, look, you got to stop the run. Niners can't do that right now. Niners cannot do that right now. I'm developing macular degeneration, so I thought it was just me. I think, no, generally I can, like, I know what it says because, well, I made that emoji, but it's yeah, it's too small. It's hard to see. But I wanted to make that emoji just as like an honor to Greg Papa. We're going to be back in action here at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Defense has got to make a stop. If you can hold them to 3 after this, man, that would be something if you can hold them to 3. Got to be able to show. Fred Warner's back in, everybody. Fred Warner is back in. That is excellent news. Start of the second quarter. Fred Warner is back in, everybody, officially. 2nd and 6 from the 7-yard line. Darnold behind center, single back, 2 or 3 two tight ends. They pitch it middle to the running back. He's falling forward, gets about 3 yards. All right. 3rd and 2. Ooh, 3rd and 2 from inside the 5. But Fred Warner is back in, so that's the big news, like, initially. But 3rd and 2. Come on, guys. Let's make a stop. Darnold behind center. I formation. Watch out for the play action. Maybe, I think they just run it. They do hand it off. Get him down. Stop short. No gain on the play. And that's D. Winters. Let's go. 3rd-year play out of TCU. Come on. That's a 4th down and 2. Seattle got a big decision to make here. Big decision, Seattle. Great job, D. Winters, filling the hole. Read, like, his assignment, played it perfectly, filled the gap, and then bam, laid the hit. 4th and 3 now. And it looks like the Seattle offense is still out there. Do they try and get the 49ers to jump? Play clock is winding down. Snap is away. No, they're going to run a play. Darnold under pressure, throwing it down. Incomplete. There's a flag, but it's uncatchable. It's uncatchable. A flag against the rookie Upton Stout. But that ball's not even catchable. They gotta. They need to argue that because there's zero chance that anybody could catch that. Pass interference on the rookie. Maybe you get Chase Lucas in there. That ball is, and they take out Upton Stout right now. That ball is uncatchable, though. It's way, and he didn't even need to do that. Why is he grabbing his hand? Like, there's no chance he's catching that. But that was, I mean, Upton Stout shouldn't be doing that. I think, yeah, Upton Stout immediately taken off the field. Maybe it's just for like this play call, but at the 1st and goal at the 1, Darnold behind center. They hand it off, and that's going to be touchdown Seattle. So look, in fairness, guys, we did kind of get bailed out a little bit with that, with the roughing the passer. I thought that was a little bit weak, but I mean, that ball was, it's on catch. No way he's going to catch that. Like, if Upton Stout was not there, if he was on the sideline, if Upton Stout's on the sideline, that's still incomplete. Look, look, these are growing pains. These are growing pains. You know, when you roll with rookies, there's going to be growing pains. Extra point attempt is going to be, snap is away, kick is up, and it's good. So, yeah. 13:38 to go in the first half. That pass was 15 feet. I mean, I agree. Straight away, before they even threw the flag, I knew they were going to throw the flag, but I thought they maybe would have picked it up, being like, there's like, it's way, like, it's not even close. Upton has to run the hill near Alviso this week as a punishment. I agree. You know, guys, I'm going to be back. I'm going to get some water. My mouth is dry. Jeez. Yeah. Stay hydrated. Our defense couldn't close an umbrella. Never mind that. The run defense looks terrible. Yeah. Look, this is growing pains. There's growing pains when you start rookies. And Upton Stout so far, no beer tonight. Yeah. No beer tonight. But look, yeah, Upton Stout had got beat badly by JSN on a route, it looked like. And then also just, you can't do that. Diamador Lenore as well. Like, Upton Stout is a rookie on the road, hostile environment, first NFL debut. I can forgive mistakes. Diamador Lenore is a veteran guy, got a big contract, a captain, and he's pushing people around, giving them 15 yards for free. Like, Saleh needs to bring that defense together right now and be like, what the hell was that? Also, big news, which is good, is Fred Warner is back out there. We did get the stop, but I'm not gonna. Look, these things happen. It's football. It's not a perfect game. Let's just go from here. We have to move forward from here, get the ball back. Let's put some more points on the board. Let's go. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. 49ers going to receive the ball now. I think it's Isaac Garendo back there. The rookies are getting, yeah, look, yeah, this is rookies, you know, and you're playing in front of 70, 80,000 people, you know, hostile environment, high stakes. So oh yeah, Sky Moore and Isaac Garendo are back there. Kick is away. And it's going to be taken in the end zone, knelt. So we will get the ball at our own 35-yard line. The ball was kicked directly into the end zone. And we do a touchback. So we get the ball at the 35. Which I think is insane. Like, I think it should be the 25, but that's just me. It was uncatchable. That was my argument. There's no way, like, no one, unless Cooper Kupp, becomes Andre the Giant, and even then he's still not catching it. 1st and 10, San Francisco at the 30, our own 35. Purdy in the gun, Brian Robinson to his right. Man goes in motion. Brian Robinson, awkward exchange, gets the ball, and Brian Robinson, fights forward, gets 4 yards off left tackle. The exchange between Purdy and Robinson wasn't clean, so that play took a little bit longer to develop than it should have. But pick up a 4 on 1st down, running the ball, I will take that. 2nd and 6 coming up now. 2nd and 6 from our own 39-yard line. Let's go. Come on. 13 minutes to go in the half. Purdy looks like he's in the gun. Juszczyk is kind of in the backfield. McCaffrey motions out. They actually don't give it to McCaffrey. They do a little pitch to Kittle, but it goes nowhere. That Seattle defense played that really well. Is that Big Leonard Williams, maybe? That is Big Leonard Williams. 3rd and 5. So the Niners kind of banked on the defense selling out to stop McCaffrey. So they kind of faked the handoff to McCaffrey, pitch it over to Kittle, but gets a yard on the play. 3rd and 5 from our own 40-yard line. Play clock at 10. Purdy's in the gun. McCaffrey to his left. 2 receivers down lower. Jennings and Pearsall. Snap is away. Purdy, where are you going? What are you doing? There was a guy in the area, but that could have been intentional grounding. Sometimes Purdy's a little bit too skittish. It's incomplete. It's 4th down. So it's going to be 4th and 5. We're going to punt from our 40-yard line. I don't think Purdy needed to escape the pocket that quick. I think he could have hung in there. So first time this season, we're going to see a punt. It's going to be Thomas Morstead punting off to the Seahawks. Punt is away, and it's going to be taken at the 18-yard line. Makes a man miss, gets up to the 30. So that's a decent return. Honestly, special teams have been not amazing so far. No way Purdy is worth that much. One play. Looks like the officials are here, so is there going to be a flag? There is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is here. It's a false start. So they're going to add 5 yards to the run. This special teams is, what the hell? This special teams is just, jeez. Gee whiz, huh? This is just so, where's the discipline? We got a flag on the punt return when it was just like a 30-yard punt, and then we get a flag when we're like, okay. I was going to donate my Garoppolo jersey to the Goodwill until I saw a story on ESPN. What was that story? Is there something up with Jimmy Garoppolo? 3 and out? Yeah. Yeah, that was a uh-oh moment from Brock Purdy, I love me some Brock Purdy. Huge fan of Brock Purdy. But sometimes, Brock, the best play is just throw it away. You're not always going to be able to scramble around like a maniac and make something happen. Some of his crazy plays have worked, but, not at that part of the field. Points are points, yeah. Yeah, I'm iffy on this special teams. I'm iffy on it, guys. And now the defense has to go right back out there. How many flags now? Too many. And these were like Diomedor Lenore, personal foul. Upton Stout, pass interference. Don't think it should have been called, but it was. You had the flag on the punt return, the flag on the punt kickoff. That's at least 4 right there. And then there was a false start as well. So that's 5 flags already. don't know if I don't think there was any other flags. But look, Seahawks will have the ball at their own 35, 1st and 10. Defense now, gotta bounce back, gotta show what you can do. Robert Saleh's gotta, get the play calls going. Put your rookies in a position to succeed. Pop-up ads are irritating. Yeah. I have YouTube Premium, so I don't even see any ads. And honestly, I'm obviously not getting paid by YouTube to say this, but that's probably the best investment is YouTube Premium, because I watch a lot of videos on YouTube, not just sports stuff, but like a bunch of stuff. All right, 1st and 10, Seattle. At their own 35, Darnold behind center, I formation, 2 receivers and a tight end. They're going to pitch it right side. Niners playing aggressive here. Good tackle. Good tackle. And that's Fred Warner and the rookie Marquise Siegel, loss of 2. Good job, Fred Warner. Good pursuit. Good adjustment by the defense. 2nd and 12 coming up. Less than 12 minutes to go in the first half. Thanks for streaming about the game, dude. As a lifelong Niners fan that lives in Texas, I don't get much of them, unfortunately. I'm happy to do it, Jason. Appreciate you being here, dude. Appreciate you being here. 2nd and 12 for the Seahawks at their own 33. Darnold's going to be in the gun by himself now. Trips receivers down low, tight end receiver up top. Snap is away. Niners bringing pressure. Throws incomplete. Incomplete. 3rd and 12 coming up. Let's go, defense. Let's go. Yay, Shifty is bad. I have YouTube Premium. Yeah, I love YouTube Premium. I would take YouTube Premium over Netflix, Hulu, whatever. YouTube Premium, I by far use YouTube the most. 3rd and 12 here. Got to get off the field. Niners showing some pressure. Darnold in the gun back to his left. Bosa on the right side. Mike Kell on the insides. Niners are bringing pressure. Darnold throws it. Incomplete. No flags on the play. Incomplete. 4th down. 3 and out. Let's go. Come on. There we go. Good. Way to rebound, defense. Way to rebound. Come on. Lenore on the coverage. And Lenore's pumped up. Come on. 11:16 to go in the half. The punt is Dixon punts the ball away. Almost blocked, actually. Back there is Sky Moore. Sky Moore takes it inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Makes a guy miss and gets up to about the 14-yard line. Sky Moore fought hard for those yards. Sky Moore, we got in the trade with Kansas City for a future 6th-round pick. J. Frank Parnell, how are we doing, buddy? Good to see you, my man. Young-looking team. Yeah, it's a different look, especially on the defense. But you love to see Robert Saleh making adjustments, bringing pressure, forcing Sam Darnold to make. But here's what really set all that up is the good run defense on 1st down. They lose 2 yards. Now they gotta throw it. And you bring pressure. Darnold, make a quick decision. Are you and your receivers in sync? Week 1, you're with a new team. Who knows? Bosa non-existent, Eddie. And the first drive, Bosa laid a smackdown on Sam Darnold. Look, I'm not saying Bosa's been dominant, but, let's not be calling anyone dummies. But yeah, look, Bosa did have a big hit on Darnold. So Niners, we get the ball to start the second half. Just as a friendly reminder, can we, another long drive. We're going to start from our own 14-yard line. We do have a 95-yard drive that led to 7 points. Brock Purdy to George Kittle. But we got to find a way to get this run game going. Got to find a way. Exactly. If you can stop the run, even if they only get a yard, 2nd and 9, then the offense has to think, oh, we kind of have to pass. We got to get yards here. And Sam Darnold, if you can get pressure on him, he will make mistakes. We saw that in the playoff game last year against the Rams. We saw that in week 18 against the Lions last year when he was with Minnesota. So he will make mistakes if you can pressure him. Niners are dialing up pressure. And that helps your rookie guys. Marquis Siegel, Upton Stout. These are rookies. You can't have them covering Jackson Smith and Jigba for 5 seconds. Not going to happen. Can't have them covering Cooper Kupp for 5. Get pressure on these guys. Facts. Yeah, there we go. 1st and 10, 49ers at our own 14. Come on. Niners have the ball. Purdy's going to be behind center. McCaffrey is the lone back. Man goes in motion. They hand it off to McCaffrey up the middle. McCaffrey gets pretty good yards there. Gets 6 yards on first down. You like to see that. Pickup of 6 on first down. Christian McCaffrey. Less than 11 minutes to go in the first half. Come on. Come on, offense. So Luke Farrell is out there. Kittle, I think, is out there. Pearsall is out there. Jennings is out there. So I think it's like 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, and McCaffrey is what it looks like. 2nd and 4 now from our own 20. Pitch it right side. There's a flag on the play. This is going to be a legal formation. So McCaffrey gets the first down, but this is going to be coming back. I think that there was maybe 2 guys moving, but this will be a legal formation. McCaffrey did get the first down, but that's not going to count. Appreciate you, Shifty. I live on the northeast. Oh, it's offside against the defense. Penalties decline. Okay. I thought it was a legal shift, but there we go. First down, 49ers. I'm happy to be wrong. I appreciate you being here, Joe. Appreciate you being here, my man. I thought that was going to be against us, but it was against the Seahawks. So that is a first down, 49ers. We're at our own 29-yard line. Purdy behind center. Kittle use check down low. Pearsall, Jennings up top. They fakes the handoff. Pressure immediately. Purdy's going to get sacked. That looked a bit awkward, but Purdy's okay. And that's a perfect blitz. That's Julian Love. And that's a big loss on the play. Probably a loss of 10. Yeah. That's a perfectly timed blitz. McCaffrey has got to do better. And McCaffrey slipped. McCaffrey slipped. That's what it was. And that's a loss of at least 10. McCaffrey slipped trying to make the block, and damn. Huge loss. 2nd and 22 now. Snap is away. Purdy just hands it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey gets about maybe 6 on the play. So it's going to be 3rd and very long. I think they're probably going to run the ball here, or they'll do like a quick screen and try and hope that something happens. But it's going to be 3rd and about, I'd say 16, 3rd and about 15. That was a brutal sack. Lost 12 yards on the play. And it was, McCaffrey he just slipped and he's kind of going to the wrong side. It would have been a tough block. Just a good play call by Mike McDonald. Got to give credit where it's due. 3rd and 16. The 49ers call a timeout. Play clock was winding down. Maybe they clearly weren't set. Timeout San Francisco. 110 volts. Hi, Shifty. Good to be back watching a new season from here in London. Beautiful London. Beautiful London. Let's go. Good. Thank you for being here. Good to see you again. Great to have you back. I do live in Ireland. Yeah, there's it's like there's like an international game pass that I pay for. 8:42 to go in the half. 3rd and 16 from our own 22, 23-yard line, something like that. I think that we're probably just going to hand the ball off or screen or something like that. One of those 2 things. Purdy's in the gun. McCaffrey to his left. They do hand it off to McCaffrey. Gets pretty good yards. Gets about maybe 10 yards. But we're going to have to punt the ball away. Oh, no. Trent Williams is down. He's getting up slowly. Gingerly, Trent Williams is getting up. Unbelievable. Trent Williams is up and he's walking to the sideline. A little bit of help from the trainers, though. Fred Warner went down earlier. Fred Warner is back in playing, but Warner goes down. Trent, like, what is? He is kind of gingerly. Trent Williams is gingerly walking to the sideline. He is walking under his own power, but Morstead out to punt. It's 4th and 7, so we're punting from our own 30-ish yard line. Snap is away. Punt is away. Looks like good coverage down here. Fair catch called for by Seattle. Good punt. Seattle's going to get the ball at their own 12-yard line. There's 8:04 left in the first half. I'm going to be back super quick, guys. I'll be right back. All right. Oh, we're back in action already. First down, Seattle gets about 3-4 yards on the play. I thought there'd be a commercial break. NFL not taking a commercial break? What the hell? Pickup of about 5 on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 5 for the Seahawks inside their own 20-yard line. Did not realize it. I assumed that there would be commercials. This is the NFL after all. They're at their own 19-yard line, 2nd and 5. And they hand the ball off. They're taken down in the backfield. Could barely speak. That's Kalia Davis. Kalia Davis making a huge play. That's a loss of about 3, maybe 4 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 8. This is the danger zone for Sam Darnold here. This is the danger zone. Deep in their own territory. Do you get pressure? Kalia Davis, a big play in the backfield. Completely lost my words there. Didn't know what I wanted to say. 3rd and 8. Darnold in the gun, back to his right. Snap is away. There's pressure on him. They dump it off. Get him down, guys. Get him down. Yes, they lose a bunch of yards. Great play out there by Michael Williams. Bosa brings him down. D. Winters brings him down. But great play. Show us the game. I can't do that, H. Price. Can't do that, and I think you already know that. Not trying to be mean, but clearly my whole channel gets taken down if I do that. Bryce Huff on the pressure. They do a screen pass, and you have D. Winters, Bosa, and Michael Williams taking him down. Good job, defense. 4th and 11. Here comes the Seattle punt. Dixon is going to punt the ball away. It is away. Back there is Sky Moore. Takes it at then drops it. Jeepers Christ, Sky Moore. We have the ball. It's our ball at our own 35. What? Can we just have a game where special teams isn't shortening my lifespan? I have to go to work, guys. I will watch the rest of Shifty's vid later tonight. Go night, Ann. It's so good to see you again. Ann Tolpig. That's always going to be Ann Tolpigan here. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the $10 earlier. Just far too kind. Really appreciate it. Hopefully work goes okay. Hopefully get to watch a Niner win. Let's go. And thank you so much. We'll see you next week, next Sunday, hopefully. 49ers at the Saints. We'll be here. I like this defense way more than last year already. Welcome back, Solid Evil Ducks. 100%. We're dialing up different things, different looks. Keeping offenses off balance. Competency too much to ask for in special teams? I guess so. Special teams, not so much. Yeah, hit the like button, guys. Do feel free to share the stream on any of your social medias. Of course, if you want to, they would really get the word out there, get a bunch of Niner fans in here. Sorensen was the worst defensive coordinator in the history of football. I'm not going to go that far, but he wasn't great. Joe Harrelson, it's great to be back and great to have you back. Let's go. Great to have you back. But yeah, that defense, what plays right there. Really, Kalia Davis with that big tackle for a loss. They lose 3 yards on 2nd and 5, makes it 3rd and 8. Pressure by Bryce Huff off the edge. They dump it off to the running back. Who's there? D. Winters is right there to slow it down. Bosa and Michael, they finish it off. They lose another 3 yards. Come on. 1st and 10 from our own 35-yard line. Let's take up a bunch of time. Let's put it in the end zone. Remember, the Niners do get the ball to start the second half. Yeah, seems that way. Sorensen was bad, like real bad. There's been worse. You didn't call Crazy Guy any names. Thank you, Tommy. You know I love your passion, Tommy, but I'm not a fan. I don't want to go throwing names around. Joe Harrelson, best commentary anywhere. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate you. Red Zone showed that, so happy I got to see it. Excellent. Alrighty, 49er football. At our own 35, I think it was. Ken Powell, be quiet. Trent Williams is back in there, guys. Just a heads up. From our own 34, Brock Purdy in the gun. Use check motions out. McCaffrey to his right. Purdy looking to throw. Dumps it off here to McCaffrey. He's got blockers in front of him. McCaffrey's going to get a 1st down up to the 45-yard line. And that's what Christian McCaffrey does. That's what McCaffrey does. Just a simple play. McCaffrey just goes out to the flat. Bam, McCaffrey gets it. Picks up 11 yards. 1st down, 49ers. There's 5.5 minutes to go in the half. 5.5 minutes to go in the half. It's 1st and 10 from our own 45-yard line. Purdy in the gun. McCaffrey to his right. 2 tight ends and a receiver on the 2 tight ends and 2 receivers on the field. Now McCaffrey motions out left. Snap is away. Purdy looking to throw. Purdy looking. Throws it. Caught McCaffrey. McCaffrey gets about 6 on 1st down. So that's going to be 2nd and 4. And McCaffrey's just, I mean, he's so incredible. He's such a weapon. Kittle is on the sideline with no helmet on. Can anyone tell me what's going on with George Kittle? That is concerning. If someone could check Twitter, X, and then, because I'm sure it's mentioned, but Kittle on the sideline, no helmet on. Hopefully he's okay. Purdy behind center, I formation. They pitch it to Brian Robinson, who's going to lose about 2 yards. Of course he is. That's Leonard Williams again, just wrecking havoc. Can we run away from that guy, please? Who is blocking him? Brendel. I mean, you can't expect Brendel to block Leonard Williams. Even if he has help, just not going to happen. But Kittle on the sideline, now I'm concerned. Because Kittle opens up so many things for the offense. 3rd and 7 now, near midfield. Purdy in the gun, snap is away under pressure, throws it quickly. Going to be caught. Jawan Jennings. 3rd and Jawan gets a 1st down. Big play, 3rd and Jawan. Let's go. Come on. Come on. 3rd and Jawan. I don't know what happened to Kittle. But if someone, it just says Kittle to the blue tent. Historic, stoic, let's go. Crowd looking good. There's a decent amount of red. Jawan Jennings stays in bounds, gets inside the 40, I think, of Seattle. 3rd and Jawan. There's emojis for the 3rd and Jawan. Pop them in there if you guys can. I think he got inside the 40. 1st down, 49ers. Less than 4 minutes to go in the half. Clock is stopped for some reason. Now it continues. Here we go. Come on. Purdy is in the gun. Juszczyk is kind of in the backfield. We're at the Seahawks 41. Snap is away. Fakes the handoff to Brian Robinson. Purdy's looking. Airing it out downfield, wide open, and that's Kyle Juszczyk. Gets upended, but he's good. Down to the 15, we're in the red zone. Let's go. Come on. Come on. First down 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk. Juszczyk. Let's go. Don't know what's going on with Kittle. Apparently he was in the blue tent. Hopefully he's okay, but he's on the sideline. No helmet. Shifty hamstring for Kittle, not good. Hamstrings are not good. Less than 3 minutes to go from the Seattle 16. Purdy behind center. Snap is away. They hand it off to McCaffrey up the middle. Breaks kind of a tackle. Gets about 3 yards on the play. It's going to be second, and Kittle is out for weeks. We don't know that, but it's, What free agent tight ends are out? I think Robert Tonyan is out there. Hopefully Kittle's okay. Come on, let's go. 2nd and 7, pickup of 3. We're inside the Seattle 15. We're at the Seattle 14. Purdy's in the gun by himself. Snap is away, looking to throw. Purdy's now going to run for it. Purdy's going to get very close to the first down. It is going to be 3rd and inches, I would say. 3rd and inches. And it's going to be the 2-minute warning, folks. The 2-minute warning. Kittle is on the sideline. He doesn't look happy. I mean, I think Kittle even missing 1 play. He's not happy for that. But hopefully Kittle's okay. Let me just check. X myself. George Kittle has been ruled out. George Kittle is out for the rest of the game. Yeah, so George Kittle's ruled out for the rest of the game. Not great. Hamstring. Not great. But look, we're the damn freaking 49ers. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I just saw that, Jay Frank. Yeah, he's officially ruled out for the rest of the game. So, look, it is what it is. You got to roll with it. You bring in Luke Farrell. He's nowhere near George Kittle, but put Juszczyk there. Juszczyk's been here long enough. Put Juszczyk there. And then John Lynch right now on the phone. Robert Tonyan. I think he's still a free agent. Get your ass on a flight to Santa Clara. We're going to sign you tomorrow. Like violence. Yeah, like violence, Hamstring is usually around 8 weeks. I mean, I'm hoping it's not that. I mean, look, guys, of course, we're all entitled to our opinions, but I don't want to be like, Kittle's out for 2 months. Absolutely. Let's wait and see. But it is not a good sign, yes, that he's been ruled out. So clearly he's not good enough to come back. In this game, you're right, Drew. Good call. So just for those who may have joined or got caught up, we got caught up there, of course, in the Kittle hamstring injury talk. But we are at the 2-minute warning. The Niners have 3rd and inches inside the Seattle 10. The Niners we get the ball to start the second half. El Chavez, 661, the 49ers, we get the ball to start the second half. So it's 3rd and 1. We're at the Seahawks, just inside the Seahawks 7-yard line. I think you got a quarterback sneak this one. 3rd and 1, or maybe you hand it off to Juszczyk or something like that. But Niners huddled up at the inside the Seahawks 7. Purdy is behind center. McCaffrey is the lone back. They give it to McCaffrey. Gets the first down. That's a first down. First down 49ers. The clock is moving. It's 1st and goal from the Seattle, just inside the Seattle 6. Just inside the Seattle 6-yard line. 1st and goal, San Francisco. Clock is moving. And I think if you're the 49ers, you don't snap this ball until there's like 2 seconds left on the play clock. Minute 30 to go in the half. Clock is moving. Niners going to be breaking this huddle real late. I think the Niners are going to call a timeout. The Niners are going to the line of scrimmage real. I think the Niners call a timeout. You call timeout. Timeout. They don't. McCaffrey goes nowhere. They lose 3 yards, so it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 9. Why would you not call a timeout when there's a second left and get a good play? Think about it. You don't have to force it. So Seattle uses their first timeout. There is 1 minute and 11 seconds to go. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 9. At least now, look, you get to settle down. They were so late breaking the huddle. They were so late getting to the line of scrimmage. They were able to now look, timeout. 2 plays to get 9 yards, get in the end zone. Brock, you don't have to force anything. Brock does not have to force anything here. If it's there, of course, you take it. 1 minute and 11 to go in the first half. We're at inside the Seahawks 9. 2nd and goal. Come on. Purdy's in the gun. McCaffrey to his left. Now McCaffrey to his right. Snap is away. Purdy's looking to throw. Throws it for the end zone. Incomplete. Looking for Juwan Jennings. Not on the same page. And that's kind of what happens when you're missing training camp and preseason. We lost our red zone threat, man. Yeah, and what Alphonse said was kind of, well, in a way, correct. I mean, you do want to try and get in the end zone. You can't just expect to run, you know. But 3rd and goal, there's 1 minute and 8. That saves the Seahawks a timeout. They were not on the same page there, Juwan and Purdy. I think it was more Purdy that was actually kind of off. But Purdy's in the gun. Call a timeout if you need to, Kyle. Snap is away, looking to throw quick. Purdy looking. Rolling to his right, heaving it for somewhere in the end zone, incomplete. So it's going to be 4th and goal. There's 1 minute to go in the half. So Niners going to line up for a field goal, short field goal. Blocking was decent. I mean, it held up as long as it could, and this is where you really miss George Kittle. Jake Moody. Jake Moody missed the field goal. Jake Moody missed the field goal. It was maybe not even a 30-yarder. Not even a 30-yarder, and Jake Moody missed the field goal. He's got to be cut tomorrow. Shanahan is ready to explode, and I don't blame him. And a 28-yard field goal, he missed it. Seahawks have the ball. They hand it off to their running back. They get about 6 yards on the play at their own 26. Clock is moving. They're going hurry up now. 2nd and 4. Darnold snaps it. Under pressure, wide open. That's going to be Jackson Smith and Jigba. Gets to their own 48-yard line. They do call a timeout. 35 seconds to go. Seattle has 1 timeout left at their own 48. Unbelievable. I'm not surprised. I am surprised. This guy is a NFL kicker, and he's missed a 28-yard field goal. I am surprised, and I'm pissed off about it. He's gone. He's got it. He's out. Like, Kittle's out for the game. That kind of was a little bit. But if you could take a lead into halftime and then readjust, Jake Moody, get off my team. 1st and 10 for Seattle at their own 48. There's 35 seconds to go. They have 1 timeout. Darnold is in the gun back to his right. A lot of guys at the line of scrimmage here. Darnold, throws it downfield. Incomplete, looking for JSN. Upton Stout, good coverage on the play. Darnold just put it out way too far in front of him. .30 seconds to go. Seattle at their own 48. They have one timeout. Come on, defense. Let's get a turnover, something. Let's get some momentum, get a sack. Come on, defense. Let's make a play. Let's make a play. Darnold in the gun, back to his right. Two receivers down low, two up top. Niners showing pressure. Niners bring it, throws it in. Oh, it caught. Cooper Kupp catches it. And they are gonna call timeout. It's gonna be a pickup of 9. There's 25 seconds to go. Seattle uses their final timeout. They're gonna be at the 49ers 43-yard line. Moody will lose at least 5. Yeah, Moody has to go. I mean, he's got to go. Like, you can't have the year he had last year and then go out there and miss a 28-yarder. You can't do it. Can't do it. Doink, of course. Yeah, I mean, a 28-yarder, though. Or a 30-yarder. It was 30-yarder, but still, that's basically just as bad. Yeah, Moody, I mean, I've tried to defend the guy, and I tried to give him a chance, but you can't do that. Like, you can't, in Seattle, a 28-yarder, you gotta freaking hit that. 3rd and 1 for Seattle at the Niners 43. They do hand the ball off. They get a first down. It's at the 40-yard line. They have no timeouts, though. Seattle trying to get their offense together to maybe spike it. And they do spike it. There's 12 seconds to go. They're at the Niners 39-yard line. 12 seconds to go. I think Seattle runs a play here. They maybe try and get to the sideline, because they won't have enough time if they run a play if they get tackled in bounds. So you kind of have to watch the sidelines. 12 seconds to go. Seattle's at the 49ers 39. Darnold in the gun. Maybe you get a sack here. Niners call a timeout. They just want to get a look and see what Seattle were thinking. Spoiler alert, Niners left. I mean, should be 10-7. If we hold, but look, we hold them here. It's 7-7. We get the ball to start the second half. You know, I agree, V-Lodge. I mean, at this point, I can't defend the guy anymore. I think you bring in 5 guys for a workout tomorrow, and you let Cut Moody. He's got to go. 2nd and 10. So they're at the Niners 39. There's 12 seconds to go. They have no timeouts. Darnold in the gun. Darnold's going to run to his right, and that's actually, they get about to the 30-yard line, and that's actually a really freaking good play call. I think they're going to trot out their kicker now. They are going to bring the kicker out. I actually really like that play call. Basically, snap to Darnold, and he is running with it the entire time, and 4 of the Seattle offensive linemen are leading the way. So it's like he's not going to get tackled inbounds, but he gets like 9 yards. That was a really good play call. So here they line up for the kick, 48-yarder. And, oh, look, their kicker makes it. (10-7) Seattle. We're at halftime. It's 2 seconds left, but so we're going to be at halftime. It is 10-7 Seattle. George Kittle is out for the rest of the game. And Jake Moody is just the worst kicker of all time. Fair point. Let's see. Golden State. Hopefully, no, he made it. Trash Moody will end up in LA and beat him. Let's not go there. But all I want is for Jake Moody to not be on this team ever again. He needs to be cut tomorrow. This is some BS. I'll go out there and kick. Anybody can go out there, I think, to kneel and do better than Jake Moody. Get Moody out of here. Look, I know, I agree. I've tried to defend the guy. I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt as much as I could, but I can no longer. So it's a touchback. We'll have the ball at the 35. There's 2 seconds left. If you're the 49ers, you just kneel. It's been an emotional first half for the 49ers. Fred Warner missed a couple of plays. Trent Williams got a little bit banged up. George Kittle is out for the rest of the game. Jake Moody misses a 30-yarder. Like, I'm sure the 49ers X is just going absolutely bonkers. I want to get a look at that. Yep. Everyone's like, yeah, he needs to go. Yeah, I think this, yeah, he'll be gone. I think he'll be gone for sure. Anyways, let's get to some of the comments in the chat. So get Moody out of here. I would have made that kick. Yeah, I think most of us probably would. The Falcons kicker choked today too. Yeah. Just watch Moody will get traded, or because, I mean, I don't even want to think about that. Can we trade Moody for Gatorade? Come on, let's not insult. A cooler of Gatorade has value, man. How's Moody's throwing ability? Momentum is gone. I think that halftime came at the right time for us right now, if I'm being honest. We needed the halftime break. Look, it would have obviously been better if Moody made his short field goal, and if we were going into halftime up 10-7, but Seattle is up 10-7. At halftime, the 49ers, we do get the ball to start the second half. I think, yeah, going into the locker room and everything, we just gotta, like Kyle, gotta bring the team together. I think the defense has played well. I mean, giving up 10 points in a half of football, that's not bad. Brant Boyer is, I mean, you gotta get, I mean, it's like the 49ers, we only have ourselves to blame for what's happened, with Moody. I mean, they put their trust in Jake Moody, which in hindsight was obviously a horrible decision, but big wave. Hey, it's Tommy from Lake Tahoe, beautiful Lake Tahoe. Good to see you, Shifty. Hope you're doing well. Let's go. Yeah, I got to start being more positive. So that Moody kick though really brought down the and the George Kittle being out for the game. But look, be more positive. Here's the thing: we have a whole second half of football. Let's go, man. It's been a while for a lot of people because first game of the season. I think Kyle Shanahan will make excuses for him like he did. Nah, I don't know. He's got to go. At least Koo was under pressure when he missed. And a 44-yarder, kickers should still be making 44-yard, Wow. The Steelers won on a 60-yard field goal. Unbelievable. Our kicker can't even make a kick half of that. Yeah. Look, heading into this game, I did have this game as a loss for the 49ers. However, this game is nowhere near over. It's halftime and it's a 3-point game, and we get the ball to start the second half. So what we got to do is we got to keep the run game going. We got to find creative ways to run the football. I think that's what we need to do, is just a nice, a good, productive, long drive. Even if we just tie it up, then we can kind of build some of that momentum, and let the defense has played well. And Sam Darnold, we can keep pressure on him. He will make mistakes, and we have to be able to capitalize on them when he does. Yeah, I agree. Moody's got to go. It's got to go. 100%. Ricky Pearsall's kind of been quiet today. He had like a couple of catches on that opening drive, which was awesome. And then, of course, Kittle caught the touchdown. But Kittle is out for the game. Hamstring injury. Probably going to miss some time. But let's kind of focus on the here and the now. What can the 49ers do to get back? Well, I don't want to say get back in the game, because they're very much, we are in the game. But we just got to really figure some things out offensively. How do we score without George Kittle out there? That's going to be a massive question mark that we're going to have to be able to answer. Luke Farrell, Jake Tonjes. If Kittle is going to, if he is going to be out, now I'm just going right back to Kittle. But if he's going to be out for some time, we got to sign a tight end. And hopefully it's like Robert Tonyan, or a veteran guy. But yeah, so look, second half, McCaffrey, Brian Robinson. Let's get creative ways to get the run game going. And then I think you use Kyle Juszczyk and you use McCaffrey as those guys that are going to have to keep the linebackers honest in terms of the pass game. You know, like Kyle Juszczyk and Kittle are obviously they're very different players. But I think if you can try and get, Juszczyk running routes, if you can get McCaffrey out there running routes, maybe you have McCaffrey run routes and Brian Robinson's in the backfield. And you kind of have McCaffrey as that. Obviously, he's not a tight end, but you have him running routes where it's going to be difficult for linebackers to keep up with him. New rules allow kickballs. Everybody predicts great. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely new rules for the kicks. I don't like them. I don't like that if it's a touchback, you start at the 35. I think that's crazy. Purdy is the question mark. Nobody would ask how Josh Allen's going to score if his TE goes down. Yeah, I mean, he's missing his tight end. He's missing his Ayuk. Demarcus Robinson, I don't want to say, I mean, he's not a massive, like, you're missing DeMarcus, but like you're missing your number one receiver and tight end. And when you talk about Josh Allen, it's like, there's like Josh Allen, Joe Burrow scored, like his offense scored 17 points against the Browns. I mean, you have Burrow, Allen, Lamar, Mahomes. They don't just grow on trees. It's not like, I'd pull him off to the side and tell him he pays his way home, says Wayne Carter. Yeah, agreed. But I do, look, things are a little bit down. Moody misses the freaking field goal and Kittle's out for the game. But I want to see, Kittle was like looking, I'm sure he's disappointed that he's, but I want to see Kittle being like, come on, guys, let's freaking go, Hope your prediction is wrong. I hope so too, Thomas. I hope so too, my man. Whole half of football, and I think, it's going to be, the defense is going to have to make a couple of big plays here. I think it's going to have to be a couple of turnovers. Holmes didn't look great there. He didn't, he did not. So that shows you even like the best quarterbacks, I'm not putting Brock Purdy on that level at all. But I mean, Purdy hasn't been perfect. He kind of looks a little skittish back there at times, I'll say. So not perfect, but I think he's been pretty good. But yeah, it's only 10-7. 10-7. Let's see what, Kyle Shanahan, obviously we came out really, really good first drive. Let's see what adjustments that we make. Let's see what Kyle Shanahan, what we can dial up with the offense, and let's put some points on the board. If we go out there and if we score a touchdown, suddenly, bam, we're on top. They're the ones under pressure. I know you like Purdy, Shifty. I'll try to keep my skepticism to a minimum this year. That's all good, Eric. I mean, is Purdy a top 5 quarterback? No. I think he's like a fringe, top 10 guy, but top 5 quarterbacks, there's only 5 at the top, and they're not going anywhere. So, do not go Hawks. Stephen Curry. That's the market value, Eric. It's not, the Mahomes terrible red zone play calling by Shanahan. Run the football, even one down, and the Seahawks came. Yeah, Moody's got to. Moody is going to go. Like I think that I think that he will be cut. I mean, probably tomorrow. Maybe not tomorrow, but tomorrow or the day after. I mean, I just unless he if he there's a game-winning field goal, if he can go out there and have a game-winning field goal, he has a chance. But I think other than that, I think he's gone. He's gone. Like, how can you trust this guy in a big moment? Like, you can't trust him to make a 30-yard field goal. I mean, he's got to go. He's shown you what he is. So we're still at halftime here. There is, I don't know what band that is. I don't recognize him. But we should be coming back soon, hopefully, to some football. I feel like this halftime has been really long. Backup kicker, bring him in. Whoever, bring him in. I now look absolutely ridiculous in my video where I reacted to his preseason game-winning 59-yarder, and it's like, maybe he turned a corner, and then it's like, oh, no, he definitely did not. He's just, you can't put him out there anymore. Like, he's got to go. Like, I don't trust Moody to feed my cat. Nah, definitely don't. It's not the market value for an MVP quarterback. Look at every quarterback. I mean, Tua, Trevor Lawrence, Dak Prescott. I mean, that's the market value for a start. I mean, even though he looked pretty good today, but like, you want Daniel Jones or like how many quarterbacks are getting to Super Bowls and NFC Championship games? Kirk Cousins, a couple years ago, I'm done with the Purdy conversation. Second half should be coming up shortly, though. Hot take: a side of me wants the 49ers to lose by. I mean, I kind of understand your rationale on that, double A, but no. But the point, Eric, was that's the market value. Either you don't sign Purdy at all, or you either have to pay him the market value, or else you don't have him. I mean, would you want it? Daniel Jones instead? Mac Jones start? Like, either pay Purdy or you got Mac Jones or Daniel Jones. But now I am officially done with it. I am not going to be roped into any more conversations. I'm done with that. Shanahan is so stubborn, it pisses me off. He is. I mean, look, Shanahan, I think, is a great coach, but look, in some ways you could say, look, he's loyal to his guys, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's hurting us here. There's no question about it. There's absolutely no question about it. It's hurting us here. But look, second half's about to start. Let's get some good vibes going. Offense, let's see what we can do. Let's see what adjustments we can make. What we can go out there. What do we do? Get the run game going. What can we do to maybe open things up in the pass game? Do we try and get, maybe Juszczyk did have a really nice catch in the first half. Do we try and get him a little bit more involved in the passing game now that Kittle is out for the game? So we'll see. Glad no religion. It's good to see you too. It's been a while for most people because it's the first game back of the season. But I'm going to be giving my thoughts and videos after. I'll be breaking down the game, my thoughts, and Jake Moody. As of right now, Jake Moody is going to be absolutely slated. But look, second half's about to start, and we have to, you have to put that behind you at least for the rest of the game and go, let's move forward for the next 30 minutes of football, and then decisions will be made. So Seattle's getting ready to kick the ball off to San Francisco. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got going on. Let's go. Okay, I mean, I love me some Kittle as much as everyone. Andy Scott, I didn't even, man, Andy, it's so good to see you. Give my best to Allison as well. 4:30 a.m. start, that's rough. Look, hopefully you're waking up to a big 49ers win in the morning. So good to see you, Andy. Thank you for being here. Sorry I didn't get to you earlier. Great to have you back, my man. Great to have you back, dude. And hopefully we will see you. Hopefully we'll see you next weekend. And they kick off and they fumble and bumble it. And the Niners get to the 20-yard line. And there's a special teams flag, which is probably a holding, and it's probably going to be coming back to the 10-yard line. Special teams, man. Special teams are killing us. It's going to be a holding against the 49. Like, we only returned the ball to the 20, and now there's a flag, so it's going to be half the distance to the goal. Like, this... Oh, it's against Seattle. Okay, it's against Seattle. Never mind. I assumed it was going to be against us, but it's actually against Seattle. So that actually kind of works out then. Oh yeah, it was like hands right into like the helmet. Like a face mask, kind of. So we have the ball at our own 25-yard line. Purdy is in the gun. McCaffrey is to his right. Pearsall goes in motion. Snap is away. He's looking to throw. Steps up into the pocket. Dumps it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey makes a guy miss. McCaffrey's bouncing off, guys. McCaffrey to midfield. Let's go. CMC. Because I'm CMC. I'm dynamite. CMC. And we win that fight. Let's go. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Who's TE number one now? That Kittle. It's going to be Luke Farrell, and then Jake Tonjes is the backup. 1st and 10, San Francisco at midfield. Purdy behind center. Snap is away. They hand it off to Brian Robinson. Gets about 4 yards on first down. I'll take that. 2nd and 6 at the Seattle 46. No Kittle for the game. At tight end, you're going to see, and Eric mentioning it, it's going to be Luke Farrell, who was brought in as a free agent primarily as a blocker. Jake Tonjes is the second tight end now, but look for Juszczyk maybe to take on a little bit of that responsibility. Also, McCaffrey in the pass game. 2nd and 6 at Seattle's 46-yard line. Purdy behind center. Brian Robinson Jr. is the back. 2 receivers down low. Pearsall goes down low. Purdy gets it to Jawan Jennings. Jawan Jennings gets upfield. That's an awkward-looking tackle, but gets about maybe 4 or 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd and short. Maybe 3rd and a long 1 or 3rd and 2. Philip Wilson, what did I say? Let's go Jake Tonjes. Yeah, you can see Kittle. Nobody, he just pulled up, and it's not great. 3rd, and it says 3rd and 1. This looks like 3rd and a long one. It's 3rd and 1 at the Seattle 41. They give the ball to McCaffrey. 1st down 49ers. Let's go. 1st down 49ers. Inside the 40, down to the 39, maybe the 38. Less than 13 minutes to go. Guys, like the stream. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share it on social media if you'd like to, or if you feel I'm happy. I give you permission to share the stream link all over social media. Thank you for being here. Shifty's 49ers Talk. I appreciate you guys for being here. 1st and 10 inside the Seattle 40. Purdy behind center. McCaffrey, the lone back. Juszczyk is there, goes in motion. Snap is away. Purdy's looking to throw. Got time. Throws it downfield, intercepted. Purdy's intercepted, looking for Jawan Jennings. Purdy's intercepted. Seattle football, looking for Jawan Jennings, and intercepted. Bad decision. Bad decision, Brock Purdy. Forced that ball, didn't need to. Ah, damn. Damn. Yeah. Brutal. Susan, you summed it up. Brutal. Like, if they get to like fourth and brutal. Purdy interception. So you don't have to like. He had a lot of time back there, and I don't know, just. I mean, in some ways, you got to respect the the gunslinger in him, but the problem that we've had is we've just had critical, crucial mistakes. Purdy spending too much time reading commercial scripts instead of watching game film. I know what you're kind of saying. Juke join. Wow, people are going to be waiting on that past this. Look, yeah, it's a bad throw. He wasn't under pressure. He had time back there, and yeah, concerning. Purdy was thinking about the chowder at Pike's Market. Yeah, bad decision, bad throw, and disappointing. Looking for Jawan Jennings downfield and tried to kind of like layer it in, but Seattle was all over that. And man, think about this. Like, we had that first drive, and that first drive was awesome. And since then, I mean, look, we had the other drive, which should have been 3 points, but it's been tough. I talked about Brock Purdy passing. Thomas Tyson. You did say about Jake Moody, and I don't think anyone will disagree with you. Just look, bad decision, and I mean, in the coming days, you kind of have to look back and not to give that like coach speak, but like gonna have to look at the film and see what was he seeing, but this is kind of the result. And look, I kind of want to give Jawan the benefit of the doubt that like he was legitimately hurt, but with the calf. But I'm like, if it's like this is why you don't do that. If he kind of held in and had an injury. 1st and 10, Seattle at their own 29. Darnold behind center. Looking to throw. He's got plenty of time, throws it downfield, caught, gets about maybe 7-8 yards. We'll call it 7 yards on first down. Okay, this is a pretty good view of the interception. Yeah, there was really nobody open. Ugh. I mean, he just didn't see the defender. He just didn't see him. 2nd and 3 for Seattle. Darnold changing up the play call here. They hand it off up the middle. Gets tackled. No gain. Good job, defense. Let's get a stop. Let's get the ball back. Jordan Elliott. Really nice job right there, man. Really nice job. Jawan wasn't. What I know Thomas. Yeah, I know Kittle's out for the game. I mean, he just didn't see the defender, but I'm not going to keep going at Brock. And didn't see the defender, throws an interception. Every quarterback throws interceptions. If he, got plenty of time to redeem himself. But let's get a stop here. 3rd and 3. Darnold in the gun. Niners bringing pressure. Throws it quick. Incomplete. No flags on the play. Incomplete. Let's go. Big stop defense. Come on. You gotta. I love the play calling from Robert Saleh here. I love it. Bringing the pressure. I love bringing pressure here. Sam Darnold just struggles with it. It was a great route there by Cooper Kupp, and arguably should have caught that. I mean, that's a tough assignment for Upton Stout. I mean, but it's 4th and 3. Seattle's going to punt the ball away. Snap is away. Punt is away. Sky Moore is back there. Catches it at the 7. Sky Moore getting upfield. Gets to the 25. Good return. No flags. So we get the ball at our 25-yard line. We don't have a great target. I mean, look. Yeah, there's no Ayuk. No Kittle. At the end of the day, though, you have to figure out ways to get points. And Purdy, it's just bad decision. Bad decision. Didn't see the defender, and it happens. We feel like we don't have a true number one on this team right now. Ayuk is the number one receiver. When you have Ayuk back, you have Ayuk, and then that bumps Pearsall down, that bumps Jawan down, so you're just automatically getting a lot better. The issue is that Ayuk's not going to be back for probably maybe even another 2 months. So you gotta manufacture ways, and the one thing which we're struggling with is running the football, struggling with it. And look, I think that's the thing is Seattle is kind of selling out to stop the run, which is why you're just seeing kind of a lot more passing now. But if they're selling out to stop the run, then there's no point running into an 8-man box. You're just going to you're hoping to get a couple of yards. But it is 1st and 10. Niners defense forces a 3 and out. 1st and 10 for us at our own 25. So look, we got a ways to go, but we get the ball back. Purdy's got to put that throw behind him, and let's move forward. Okay. If he comes back the same. Yeah. 3-point game, keep Peter. You're totally right. You're completely right. Philip, you're spot on. That's the attitude. If we go down and score now, and if we can score a touchdown, suddenly Seattle's like, wait, we're through a lot of the third quarter and we're losing. Even though then Sam Darnold maybe starts getting antsy, but the big thing is you got to go down and you got to be able to score, and so that's the tricky thing. Not always easy to do that. All right. 1st and 10 at the 25. Yes. There's 10:35 to go in the third quarter. I'll update the quarter from second to third when there's the next break. Purdy behind center. Juszczyk goes in motion, and they give it to McCaffrey up the middle. McCaffrey's got a good lane. Picks up 9. McCaffrey picks up 9 on 1st down. So that's a really nice gain on 1st down. 2nd and 1 from our 34. Kittle, he's now in kind of street clothes. Come on, let's go. Purdy in the gun. Juszczyk and McCaffrey either side of him. Juszczyk motions out now. They give it to McCaffrey up the middle. 1st down. McCaffrey gets to the 38-yard line, pickup of 4. And this is, settle everything down. Don't tell me McCaffrey's slow getting up. No, McCaffrey is going to the sideline. Yeah, just got to settle everything down. McCaffrey's good. It is Brian Robinson Jr. is in the backfield, though, with Purdy. To Purdy's left, you have Luke Farrell, Jawan Jennings, Russell Gage, and Pearsall out there. Pearsall's been quiet lately. Snap is away. They pitch it left side to Brian Robinson. He's got some blockers ahead of him. Gets about 7 yards on the play. 7 yards, so it's going to be 2nd and 3 for San Francisco. Good yards. I changed that, Eric. Yep. Have faith when we're going to score. Yeah, look, this game ain't over. I didn't hear no bell. Yeah, pickup of about 7 for Brian Robinson. Just snap, pitch it out. You get Trent Williams on the move. Pickup of 6, they're calling it. 49ers were at our own 44, 2nd and 4. Purdy in the gun. Brian Robinson to his left. They give it to Robinson. Gets up the middle. There we go. Fighting for yards. Brian Robinson Jr. into Seattle territory. Picks up 7. Looked like he was going to be stopped for a gain of 1, maybe 2, but fights forward, gets a 1st down. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Come on. Nice run, Brian Robinson. Couple of back-to-back good runs. 1st and 10, San Francisco inside Seattle territory. McCaffrey's back in the backfield. Purdy's in the gun. Juszczyk to his left. McCaffrey to his right. Snap is away. Looking to throw. Under pressure over the middle. McCaffrey gets 8 yards. Gets 8 yards. McCaffrey to the Seattle 41. Simple, just pitch, catch. At the end of the day, we're playing football, folks. We're not trying to build a rocket ship or something. Sometimes you got to keep it simple. McCaffrey is 52 rushing yards, 53 receiving yards. 2nd and 2 at the Seattle 41. Purdy's behind center. McCaffrey is the back. Valdez-Scantling is on the field. And a couple of tight ends. Snap is away. Give it to McCaffrey up the middle. 1st down, San Francisco. Let's go. Come on. 1st down, 49ers. Inside the Seattle 40. Yeah, use check more. Moving the rock. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Mike Rotunda, you're completely right. Let's go. Let's go. Less than 7 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10, San Francisco. McCaffrey goes to the sideline. Robinson Jr. back out there. Purdy's going to be behind center, it looks like, from the zoomed-in view. He is. Brian Robinson in the backfield. Some interesting formations and personnel packages. Get it to Brian Robinson. Brian Robinson's got a lane. Gets about 8, maybe 9 yards. And this is what I'm talking about. 9-yard gain. Let's go. Let's just freaking get at him. You had Tonjes and you had Luke Farrell there. Just run it down their throat. What does the crown number 2 mean? I mean, it's something to do with like the more you chat. It's like a top fan thing. The more you chat, the higher up you move. It's a YouTube thing. It's not a shifty thing. 2nd and 1 for San Francisco. Purdy behind center. They give the ball to Brian Robinson. Gonna get stuffed. Maybe fall. Yeah, gets maybe back. It's gonna be 3rd and 1. We'll just leave it at that. Maybe what they call it, a 3rd and 2 now. 132 people in here, guys. Thank you so much for joining me this week 1 of the NFL season, the 2025 season. 49ers, Seahawks, Niners. It's been an emotional game, I would say. There's been a lot of ups and downs. We have 3rd and 2 at the Seattle 30. It looks like there was a face mask. Not called, but easy to see those things in slow motion. It's really 3rd and a long one. They give the ball to McCaffrey. Doesn't get the 1st down. So it's either a 48-yard field goal or do you go for it on 4th and 2? What happens here is going to say a lot about the confidence that Kyle Shanahan. There's 10 guys in the box and you're just running right at it like it's, going to be hard to pick up the 1st down that way. So I think the Niners are going for it. So obviously Shanahan, and maybe rightfully so, has lost all faith in Jake Moody. And maybe it's just the right call to go for it. 4th and 2 from the Seattle 30. Purdy behind center. Snap is away. Purdy's looking to throw. Caught. 1st down, San Francisco. Luke Farrell. Let's go. I think Purdy could have ran for it. Moody needs to go now, says attaining oneness. I completely agree with you. Good catch, Luke Farrell. 1st down, San Francisco on the 4th and 2. Catches it, takes a big hit. Really good job there, Luke Farrell. Thank you so much, attaining oneness, for the $1.09. I really appreciate you. Really appreciate you. Pivotal moment here. Purdy behind center. The back is Brian Robinson. Snap is away. They pitch it up to Robinson. Gets maybe a yard at the Seattle 25. It's a long drive. There's less than 4 minutes to go. 3:38, and the clock is moving. And let's 1st and 10. Yeah, keep it rolling, Niner Jamie. You know it. Boot him. Don't let him on the plane right back. McKivitz has got to do better there. I mean, look, when it's kind of you're asking a lot out of Jake Tonjes, and maybe that was maybe if that was Kittle in there, it's different. 2nd and 9, Purdy in the shotgun, looking to throw. Gonna break out of the sack and throws it away. That's not a fumble. Was he down or did he get the ball away? It's either going to be, unfortunately, it's either there's a flag on the field, and I think that's going to be intentional grounding because the ball did not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's like, you can't have that. It's maybe better if it's a sack. Damn. Purdy just holding on to the ball too long. It's intentional grounding because the ball did not get back to the line of scrimmage, so it's a loss. It's going to be 3rd and a mile. Oh, there's a flag against the defense. So the penalty's offset. So replay 2nd down. Okay. I thought it, I mean, look, it was intentional grounding, but there was also a flag against the defense. So they're saying it's 2nd down. It would have been, there's a flag against Seattle too, so it's offsetting. So you replay the down, 2nd and 9 from the Seattle 25. So, wow, that's big right there. Purdy is in the gun, McCaffrey to his right. Russell Gage goes in motion. Snap is away. Purdy's looking to throw. Got to get rid of it. Dumps it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey's breaking some tackles. Gets about 7. So it's going to be 3rd and 2 inside the Seattle 20. Less than 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Clock is moving. Moody doesn't get any more tries. Look, I just hope they're all extra points that he can. Let's go score a touchdown. McCaffrey like breaking tackles. It's going to be 3rd and 2 inside the Seattle 20. Big play here. Big 3rd down here. Purdy in the gun. McCaffrey to his right. Snap is away. Looking to throw. Throws it quickly. That's a pass interference. Jawan Jennings fell down on the sideline. There's no flag on the play. And what do the 49ers do here? Do you go for it again? Or, I mean, this will really... Shanahan is not happy with the officials. Jake Moody's going out there. It's blocked. The field goal is blocked. So the special team is going to cost us this game. The field goal is blocked. The Seattle returns at a number of yards. I mean, like, what else can you do but laugh? You have an 8-minute drive. It's a 36-yarder. You had a 30-yarder earlier. Oh my God. I mean, is that Jake Moody's fault? I mean, the kick got blocked. It's not. Good Lord. A missed 30-yarder and a 36-yard field goal blocked. You can't make it up. I mean, Brant Boyer, man. I mean, it is going to literally cost us. Cost us. Like, what do you say to that? You miss a 30-yard field goal, a doink, and then you get a 36-yarder blocked. Like, there's no Ayuk, there's no Kittle. Like, you gotta help the offense out a little bit. I mean, I think the defense has been pretty good, but the offense has had, I mean, it's just, the special teams, like, because, like, if just, like, I mean, kind of like a reminder that Seattle down the stretch last year were the top 5 defense. So, I mean, at this point, we should have at least 13 points, which I'm not saying 13 points is anything to be like, great, but yeah. 2:14 to go in the third quarter. Seattle have the ball. At their own 31, 1st and 10. Darnold in the pistol. Darnold throws it like way backwards. And Fred Warner, when you know it's a bad when Fred Warner misses a tackle. That's a pickup of about 5 or 6 on 1st down. Crazy enough is that this game is not over. They're going to call it a pickup of 6, so Seattle gets to their own 37-yard line. I mean, special teams has screwed us. Can the defense do something to make up for it? Good defense. There we go. Renardo Green and Fred Warner run the running back out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd and 4, no gain. Come on. Let's get a turnover. Pick 6, something. Come on. Let's freaking go. Jake Moody is just, I don't want to see him anymore. Brant Boyer, get out of here. Unbelievable. 3rd and 4 for this Seattle offense. Darnold is in the gun by himself. We're not showing pressure. This is going to be a quick throw. Niners defense should play a little bit closer to line of scrimmage. Darnold going to run for it. Get him down. Throws it. 1st down, Seahawks. Damn it. He didn't go beyond the line of scrimmage. There's a flag on the play. Did he go beyond the line of scrimmage when he threw that? What's the flag? It's against the defense anyways, so it's a 1st down, Seattle. Renardo Green holding. 1st down, Seattle. Yeah, I mean, I think at this point, Mike, JSN's kind of banged up. Yeah, either way, it would have been a 1st down, even if JSN awkwardly like hit his knee off the turf or something, but 1st and 10, Seattle at the Niners 47. Darnold dumps it off to Walker. Got to make the tackle here. D. Winters, good job holding on to him. Only a pickup of 1. Really nice job, D. Winters. He was on his own out there. This is going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. Did you see Grossi's subsurge the other? I didn't. I know that Grossi got to do the game, and actually the NFL allowed him to show the game, which that's awesome. Like, that is wild that the NFL, isn't it crazy that the NFL is actually doing things like that now? Like, coming into like the 21st century. It's the end of the 3rd quarter. It's going to be 2nd and 9 for Seattle at the 49ers 45. You got to feel that we're going to need to get like a interception, something like that. Thomas says, I talked about the mistake with Jake Moody and Brock Purdy shifting the offense. Look, I'm not going to say the offense has been amazing. I'm not going to. But you come in to make a game plan for the game and you don't have your number 1 receiver, which we've obviously known that. Not going to happen. But then George Kittle, 1st drive, George Kittle, touchdown. Since he left, drives have stalled out. He's your money guy in big situations, and he's gone now. Like, this is a physical battle of a game. You know, that's what it is, and every game is different. Seattle's defense, the last half of the season last year, they were top 5, top 10. So, you're missing guys. You're missing kicks. I'm not saying this has been a great offensive performance by any means, but, could be worse. The kid from Pittsburgh hit a 60-yarder, and it would have had, yeah. I mean, I think that it's over. Need the turnover chain now more than ever. Couldn't agree more. Hargrave and Chase Young are, I mean, yeah. We can't even beat a shifty Seattle team. Look, I did have this game down as a loss. Because there's a lot of young players, especially in the defense. However, the defense is playing well. But a lot of young players who are going to be playing significant snaps on the road against a good defense. And it really, really doesn't help when your special teams is like absolutely shitting the bed. It's a 3-point game. That's the thing. That's Mary, you're 100% right. And that's where, like, either on this drive, obviously we can force them to punt, hold them to a field goal, or get a turnover. I mean, game's still very much within reach. We're about to be the start of the fourth quarter. Christian says we're chasing number 6, so I'm okay. Look, yeah, we were trying to, and sometimes when you're in a good position, you got to go all out to do what you can, to try and win. And obviously traded for like Chase Young back in 2023 and trying to make things happen. But I always respect when teams are in a good position that they kind of, it's like you're doing pretty well. Like, make a trade, go for it. 2nd and 8 at the 49ers, just outside the 45. Darnold in the gun by himself. Quick pass to JSN, who's back in the game. Ball comes out. We get it. He doesn't. No, Siegel does get it. Yes. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Ball comes out. Sam Okuwanu. And then Siegel comes up with the let's go, come on, 49er football. There we go, there's the turnover. There's some freaking momentum, come on. Sam Okuwanu forces the fumble, Marquise Siegel comes up with it. 49er football. We're at our own 34. Purdy behind center. McCaffrey's the back. Juszczyk is now in the backfield too. Snap is away. They fake the handoff. Purdy's looking. Throwing it downfield. Way overthrew Ricky Pearsall. There is a flag on the play. We'll have to see what the flag is. It's against the defense. Let's go. Automatic first down. I think it was a illegal contact against Julian Love. So it's going to be, is it first down and 5, or do we just get 5 yards? I'll be honest, that throw from Purdy to Pearsall was not great. Good route, though. I like that. 1st and 10, San Francisco at our own 39. Purdy behind center, I formation. Purdy changing up the play here. Snap is away. They do hand it to McCaffrey, left side. McCaffrey cuts upfield. McCaffrey breaking tackles into Seattle territory. Let's go. Come on. We're in the fourth quarter. Oh, yes. The chain is back. Let's go. We're back in Super Bowl contention. Come on. 1 chains, Eric. 1st and 10, San Francisco. We're inside Seattle territory. Really nice run there by Christian McCaffrey. At the Seattle 48, Purdy behind center. Snap is away. Handed to McCaffrey going right side. McCaffrey falls forward for a pickup of 2. It's going to be 2nd and 8. 14 minutes to go in the game. McCaffrey now going to the sideline. Come on, guys. Let's go. 2nd and 8. Come on. I want to see Pearsall let's get Pearsall involved. Jennings is on the sideline. What's Jennings doing on the sideline? Get him out there. Purdy behind center. Lone back is Brian Robinson looking to throw. Purdy throwing downfield. Caught Ricky Pearsall. There's a flag on the play, so we'll have to see what the flag is. I think we'll see what the flag is. Might be coming back. It's against the defense. Let's go. Penalties declined. Let's go. First down to Ricky Pearsall. Oh, yeah, there was a hand to the face mask. Great catch, Ricky. Down to the 23-yard line. First down, San Francisco. I mean, do you add, that's just you decline it, right? Or does that get added on? Yeah, first down at the Seattle 22, 1st and 10. Purdy in the gun, Robinson Jr. to his right. Snap is away. They hand it off to Brian Robinson. Brian Robinson's breaking tackles, picks up 9 yards. 2nd and 1 at the Seattle 13. God, let's go. This game ain't over yet. This game ain't over yet. Come on. Come on. 2nd and 1 at the Seattle 13. McCaffrey's back in the game. Come on. Purdy behind center. Use check Farrell. McCaffrey out there. Snap is away. They give it to McCaffrey. He's going to lose a yard. 3rd and 2. I don't like, just run north and south. Come on. Stayed away from all the Niners news this summer. What's the realistic projection this season? Ordinary Adonis. That's a good question. Hard to say. You know, I'm thinking 9 to 11 wins should be 10, 11, but 3rd and 2, Purdy behind center. McCaffrey's the lone back. Pearsall's going to go in motion. They give it to McCaffrey. He doesn't get it. McCaffrey does not get the first down. What do you do? 4th and 2. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you can trot out Jake Moody again. Like, offense is staying out there. Dominic Pooney is down on the ground, shaken up. Trainers are attending to Pooney, so hopefully he's okay. So it's 11:22 here. I just thought of one, but it's yeah, I would say like 10 wins, 10, 11 wins. I mean, health permitting. So anyone else notice Kyle's play calling has been I mean, he's had to adjust. Like my guess is that Kittle was going to be a massive part of the game plan, and then he goes out. So I mean, Kyle Shanahan's calling, like he's getting ready to dial up play. Yeah, the offense is staying out there. So it's 4th and 2. It is, yeah, Shanahan is freaking livid. And then again, so 4th and 2, the offense is staying out there. Come on. Come on, guys. Come on. You maybe try and draw him offside. I don't know. You can't burn a timeout here, though. Okay, so Pooney is walking to the sideline. That puts Connor Colby, the rookie offensive lineman out of Iowa, is going to, at least for this play, is going to be in at right guard. Fourth and 2 at the Seattle, 12 or something? Seattle 13. Purdy's in the gun, empty backfield. Snap is away. Gets it. Caught McCaffrey, first down. 1st and goal coming up. Yes, come on. Let's go. Let's go. 1st and goal, San Francisco. Come on, CMC. Let's go. I don't blame. Yeah, I mean, I like the 200 IQ. Down to the 8, I think. It's going to be first and goal from the Seattle 8-yard line. Come on, guys. Let's go. Purdy behind center. Use check and McCaffrey in the backfield. Snap is away. They give it to McCaffrey, and he gets swallowed up. Second and goal from the 9. And I think you're going to have to throw the football. Clock is moving. There's just over 10 minutes to go in the game. Second and goal from the 9. Come on, guys. Come on. Getting loud in Seattle. Purdy's in the gun. McCaffrey to his right. Trips receivers down low. Now Pearsall is going to motion. Snap is away. Purdy's looking. Throws it. Oh! That's a great play by Reek Woolen. I thought that was going to be a touchdown. Ooh, that was so close. Man, great play by Reek Woolen there. Saved a touchdown. Oof. That was close. Oh, damn. I mean, just a good play for the Seattle defense. It was incomplete. But third and goal from the 9. Purdy's in the gun. Got to snap it. Oh, that's a false start. Frickin'. You got to snap. Like, I mean, you're putting McKivitz in a bad situation there. I mean, now you're. I don't. You're not. I don't think you're getting in the end zone here. Third and goal from the 14. Like, that's not happening. Not trying to be a downer, but. Purdy's in the gun. McCaffrey to his left. Snap is away. Is looking to throw. Purdy escapes. Incomplete. Looking for McCaffrey. I mean, it was just a glorified kind of throwaway, which is the right move. I mean, it's exactly like last year. You guys are spot on, though. Thomas, you're spot on. Christian, you're spot on. Like, first and goal from the 8. First down, you lose a yard. Second down, incomplete. Before third down, false start. Jake Moody tried to kick a fucking field goal. Excuse my French. He made it. So it is 10 apiece. He made it. Alrighty, guys. While we're at commercial break, I'm going to run to the restroom real quick. All right. Shifty got to go take a Moody real quick. Urination noises. You couldn't hear that, could you? Alrighty, we're back in action. It's going to be the 49ers are going to be kicking off to Seattle. There's 9:42 left in the game. What a wild game this is. There is a lot to talk about. 133 people in here, guys. Thank you for joining me for this opening game of the 2025 season. Really appreciate you guys for being here. It means a lot. Moody's going to kick the ball away. And it's going to be fielded just at the 1. Come on, special teams. Make a tackle. Wow. Gets up to the 35. Gets upended. So it'll be Seattle ball, 1st and 10 at their own 35-36. Come on, defense. They got a huge turnover last time out. Can we get another one? Can we force a 3 and out? Come on, let's go. Let's go, defense. Both teams, all 3 timeouts. There's 9:36 to go in the game. Okay, Darnold in the gun. Back to his right. They're at their own 37, actually. Good return. Snap is away. Darnold going to roll to his left. Comes back to... Get him down! He loses a ton of yards. That's Nick Bosa. Loses about maybe 10. Did I do that? Did I do that? Loses 8 yards on the play. They were trying some trick play where Darnold would roll to his left, throw it back to Smith and Jigba, who might try and run with it or pass it, but they lose 8 on the play. 2nd and 18. Come on, defense. Darnold in the gun, back to his left. Snap is away. Looking to throw it downfield. And that's a incomplete. Renardo Green. Big time play right there. Big time play, Renardo Green. That's an all-pro type play right there. Huge play. Freaking huge. Smith and Jigba had the ball in his hands, and Renardo Green forces it out. No catch. 3rd and 18. Come on! Snap is away. Darnold looking to throw. Quick throw over the middle to Smith and Jigba, and throws it out of bounds. So that's going to be 4th and a mile. Seattle trying to get way too cute here. Trying to get way too cute. I mean, that should be a... I mean, he did throw it backwards, so it's a lateral, so... Man, what a play there by... And Renardo Green had that red... I mean, he is good. 4th and 16. The Seahawks are going to punt the ball away. Snap is away. Punt is away. Sky Moore takes it at the 15-yard line. Gets upfield. Gets to the... almost the 30, actually. Nice return, Sky Moore. No flags. Okay. Yeah, the defense is fast. Poor bastard. Who? Bosa, did I do that? Whew. Man, that first down play. They tried to get really cute there with like that first down play where Darnold snaps it, immediately rolls to his left, comes back to Smith and Jigba. I don't know if he was going to try and throw it or just run, but the Niners were all over it. And then that 3rd down, like, I mean, come on. Come on. We have the ball right around the 29-yard line, I would say. Let's go. Come on. Yeah, right around the, I think it's our own 29-yard line. 1st and 10. Offense, come on. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Here we, as Tom Grossi would say, we frackin' go. Used to be our number 2 QB. Now he's at the, that's true, attaining. Can we please get a TD? Yeah, God. Moody is like Ricky Welding. Oh, God. Eric, we disagree on a number of things and we have our back and forth. I have to say, that's the perfect comparison for Jake Moody. That's the perfect comparison for Jake Moody. Charlie Sheen's character, Ricky Vaughn in Major League, before he got his glasses, that's Jake Moody. You think the Seahawks defense is tired? I kind of think so. They've been out. I mean, if someone wants to tell me the time of possession real quick, but they've been out there a lot. So I think you just run the ball down their throat and mix it up with CMC, Brian Robinson. Like, keep those guys fresh, but keep their defense on the field. The defense is saving the offense. You're right. Okay. We're in the 4th quarter. Niners, we have the ball at our own 29-yard line. Come on. Early game. Daniel Jones. Well, he did have a good game, didn't he? Impressive. We're back in action here in Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington. 49ers offense about to go back to work. We are in the 4th quarter. Come on, guys. Let's go. Let's freaking go. This is a long break. 1st and 10 at our own 30. Purdy behind center, I formation. Snap is away. They fake the handoff to McCaffrey. They get out to Juszczyk. Juszczyk's getting good yards. Gets about 7 or 8 on 1st down. Nice pickup on 1st down. There's 8 minutes to go in the game, and the clock is moving. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Shifty, we probably don't disagree about Purdy as much as it seems. Yeah, I think we have our own opinions. We have our own opinions about Purdy, which maybe aren't completely aligned. 2nd and 3 from our own 37. Purdy's behind center. McCaffrey, the lone back. Snap is away. They hand it to McCaffrey. Gets upfield. 1st down, McCaffrey. That would look like a high tackle. There's a flag on the play. Oof. Could this be come on. Not a hold. Jake, it's probably, it looks like it's against Jake Brendel. It's going to be holding on the offense. On Trent Williams? It's on Trent? I want to see a replay of that. Damn. What would have been a first? It looked like that was a high tackle, too. So instead of 1st and 10, it's going to be 2nd and 13. I guess it depends on where the hold was. 2nd and 13 from our own 27. Bummer. Okay, guys, come on. Purdy in the gun, Robinson Jr. to his right. Looking to throw. Got time. Throwing it downfield. That's intercepted. And that was an awful, awful decision. Gets back up to midfield. Purdy, just awful decision. Yeah. Like, that's a really bad look for Brock Purdy. Seattle ball. They're going to have it at midfield. That's a really bad look for Purdy. Like, that had 0 chance. 0 chance. damn. Look, there's still a lot of time left. It is still a tie game. But that was a bad throw. Like, he's forcing that. Like, I get that he's, he's... Where's Jennings? Where's Jawan Jennings? He's forcing that, yeah. Big time. Just forcing it down the field, and it's not there. Like, even when, like, in the first interception, it was like, you could maybe see why he was going to Jennings, but then just didn't see the defender. But, like, that one had no shot. Like, I was just praying that the defender would drop it, but that was a dreadful decision. No two ways about it. I mean, that's a Jimmy G, yeah. That's a Jimmy G type throw right there. Man. To go from 1st and 10 on a run to Noah holding on Trent Williams and then bam, interception. Like, bad throw. 180, only 90. Let's get to 100 likes on the stream. Triple digit likes. Let's go. Let's go. Loud noises. Brick Tamlin. Ah, damn, man. Damn. It's just a terrible decision. Like, I don't care what film that anyone could show me. That's a bad decision. Like, 1st and 10 Seattle at around midfield. There is like 7 and something minutes left. 7 minutes and 6 seconds. 7:06 left. Like, there's just, I don't know what Purdy was seeing. That's a really good play. Yeah, just... I mean, that's a really bad decision. I mean, Brock knows it, but man, that's bad. 1st and 10 Seattle at their own 47, actually. Snap is away. They hand it off on 1st down. Gets outside, and they're going to get good yards. They're going to get about 6-7 yards on 1st down. Yeah. Badlands Bandit, you're right. Yeah, you're 100% right. I mean, you are also kind of right, Drew, in a way. I think that, like, Kittle is just that guy that kind of... Kittle can bail you out of, like, bad situations. So can McCaffrey. McCaffrey was on the sideline, so... But 2nd and 2 at the Niners 45. Darnold behind center, I formation. Snap is away. Fakes the handoff, rolls to his right. And Darnold just going to run it, and he gets to the 40. It's a 1st down Seattle. There's 6:15 left in the game. Clock is moving. Seattle has 1st and 10 at the Niners 40. I mean, this is a game that we just... I mean, what's Jawan Jennings? I haven't seen him in ages. This is a game where we just... I mean, when you're on the road division game, like, this is like... Everything that we've done is like the worst thing you can do. Come on, guys. Snap is away. They hand the ball off up the middle, and they get decent yards. They get about 4 yards on the play. Getting close to the Niners 35. Yeah, we'll say about a 5-yard pickup, 2nd and 5. Come on, just hold them to 3. Hold them to 3. Because the clock is pretty soon going to become a factor. There's 5:20 to go in the game. Both teams do have all 3 timeouts. Darnold behind center, I formation. I think they take a shot here. No, they do hand it off. And he gets a 1st down, does Charbonnet. So that's 1st down. I think Seattle's going to be happy to keep running the ball. 1st down, Seattle. They pick up about 7 yards. Man. Man, oh man. I mean, just those interceptions are just brutal. Freaking brutal. A heavy lineup here for a personnel package for the Seahawks. 2 tight ends, a fullback, running back, 1 wide receiver. And they pitch it left side. Come on, guys, get him down. Where's the running back? The running back gets actually about 3 yards. Kind of hard to see. The camera kind of lost the running back in the group there, but it's about 3 yards. Going to be 2nd and 7. And they went out of bounds, so the clock is stopped. There's 4:15 to go. 4:15 to go in the game. Second, see, this is a big play here. Because if you can hold them to no gain or, then like, the pressure's on them. 2nd and 7, 4:15 to go. They're at the Niners 25. They hand it off. Get them down. They do. Good job. Guys, let them go. D. Winters, a loss of 1 on the play. So this is 3rd and 8. So now this is like, they're going to say 3rd and 7. This is maybe for the defense. This is the biggest play of the game for the defense right here. Less than 4 minutes to go. Clock is moving. They have the ball at the Niners 26. They got to get to the Niners 19. Bosa, Michael, Yetur Gross-Matos, and Bryce Huff are out there on the defensive line. Darnold in the gun back to his right. Will they bring pressure? Niners do bring pressure. They throw it. Caught. He's short. He is short. He's short of the line to gain. He's about 1 yard short. So Seattle have a decision here to make. It's 4th and 1. There's 3:28 left in the game. Do they kick the field goal, take the lead? And I think that's what they're doing. They are sending out their kicker. Watch out for a fake, though. Attaining oneness, I completely agree with you. I freaking hate division games, especially when we're making silly mistakes. Watch out for a fake here. I don't. Jason Myers, 37-yard field goal attempt. Snap is away. Kick is up. It is good. So there's 3:24 to go. Seattle take the lead. 13-10. 3:24. Niners have all 3 timeouts, so time is not a factor. Good job by the defense, And honestly, whatever happens, the defense, Robert Saleh did an incredible job today. So I'm just going to be like, defense, you guys were awesome. The defense was really good. The defense was really good today. So that's, regardless of what happens, like that's something that's because there's a lot of young players on the defense, but they played really well and they're clearly really well coached. So that is a positive to think about if they're, but look, again, thank you, Attaining Oneness for the $1.99, man. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Give Attaining Oneness a shout out in the chat. Sorry guys, if I'm not I don't want to, part of me doesn't want to look at the chat. Please no spoilers, but it's taken at the 10-yard line is the kickoff return. Sky Moore gets to the 32. So we're going to have the ball 1st and 10 at our own 32-yard line. 3:19 to go in the game. There's obviously the 2-minute warning, and we have all 3 timeouts. Alrighty, come on, guys. Brock, this is your time to shine, man. This is why we pay you the big bucks. Sorry, guys, if I'm not going to be reading the chat. I don't want any possible spoiler. I'm just super zeroed in on the game. At our own 32. Purdy in the gun, McCaffrey to his right. Juszczyk goes in motion. Snap is away. Purdy is looking to throw under pressure. Gets it to McCaffrey. That's a really good tackle by Seattle. Pickup of maybe 1 or 2. Joby makes the tackle. All right. Pickup of 1. There's less than 3 minutes to go in the game. Clock is moving. 3 timeouts, of course, and the 2-minute warning. Niners taking a long time here. Breaking the huddle at 15 seconds on the play clock. Purdy in the gun, McCaffrey to his right, Gage and Tonjes down low. It looks like Valdez-Scantling and Pearsall up top. Purdy's looking, airing it out deep. Caught Ricky Pearsall down to the 20 of Seattle. Ricky Pearsall, let's go! Let's go! Huge play to Ricky Pearsall. Let's go! Come on, what a throw! Brock Purdy just layers it perfectly to Pearsall. Come on! Come on! Huge play! What a route by Pearsall over Reek Woolen. Catches it down to about the 20. Come on! 1st and 10. Purdy gets it to Tonjes, who falls forward for a pickup of 2. It's going to be 2nd and 8 from the Seattle 20. This will take us to the 2-minute warning. Yeah. 2nd and 8 from the Seattle 20. Come on. Come on. 2-minute warning, folks. 2nd and 8. We're at the Seattle 20-yard line. We have all 3 timeouts. So do Seattle. What a play. What a throw to Pearsall. Man, that was huge right there. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Pizza isn't anything without. That's the big decision, right? With or without. Philip Wilson, man. Yeah, good call. That's exactly what I need, Ricky. Exactly. Yeah, look, this is why you pay, and I said it at the start of this drive. This is why you pay Brock Purdy this money. Can't actually watch the game. Were the 2 interceptions bad passes, poor decisions, or the ordinary Adonis? That's a good question. The second interception was definitely on Purdy. Like, he was looking for Pearsall down the field, and even when he let it go, like, there was just, he was covered. And it was really well played by the Seattle defense, but it was just bad. It was a bad throw. The first one, I guess you kind of have to put it on Brock too, because it was a great play by the defense as well. He just didn't see the defender. He just didn't see the defender, and you know, you can, at least in the first one, you could see Brock Purdy's thought process, but it was a great play by the defender who was kind of in a zone that would have been like, he basically, you know, he knew where to be. Like, the defender was obviously, you know, tasked with a certain zone, but he actually broke away from that zone because there was no 49er player in that vicinity. So then the Seattle player dropped further into coverage, bam, interception. Purdy never saw him. So you kind of have to say, look, it's on Purdy. Thank you guys for taking care of those stupid freaking bots. So there's 2 minutes to go. It's 2nd and 8 at the Seattle 20. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Seahawks lead by 3. So, I mean, I agree, Christian. If you can, I mean, obviously the perfect scenario is you run the clock really far down and you score a touchdown. That's, you know, that's the dream. But let's see. All right, back in action here at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Oh my God. It's only week 1 and I'm already like, my gray hairs have already like tripled. Purdy's going to be in the gun, 2nd and 8 from the 20. McCaffrey to his right. Snap is away, looking to throw. Purdy's time's running out, throws it, going to be caught, and he's not touchdown. That's a first down. First down, and who is that? Jake Tonjes. Jake Tonjes kind of sliding to the ground as he catches it, but nobody touched him. Did that say a flag on the field? Did I please don't tell me I saw a freaking flag on the field. I mean, they're showing this replay for a long time, so. Oh, Seattle calls a timeout. Seattle calls a timeout, I think. I mean, I assume that Seattle called a timeout. The scoreboard is not. It's. What is? Why is it? Why is the clock not moving? Did Seattle call a timeout, or they hand the ball off to McCaffrey? It's 1st and 10. It's now 2nd and 9 at the Seattle 10. But what happened? No. But why did the clock stop though? Why do I don't? Why did the clock? I don't get that. Why did the clock stop? That just gave Seattle a free timeout. It's 2nd and 9 from the Seattle 10. There's a minute 50 left. But the clock, I don't. That just gave Seattle an extra timeout, no? I don't know what that's about. 2nd and 9 from the 10. Purdy in the gun. McCaffrey to his left. 3 receivers down low. Russell Gage motions up top. Snap is away. Throws it. Caught by McCaffrey. Gets about 7. So it's going to be 3rd and 2. And Seattle take a timeout. Like, can anyone explain that to me? Defensive penalty? But why would that? That shouldn't help them, though. No, but like on the first down by Jake Tonjes was caught it, rolled forward, got a first down, but the clock stopped and there was no timeout. Like, unless the scoreboard thing here is messed up. I don't understand that. Seattle right now should be out of time. No, it was after the 2-minute warning. Seattle should be out of timeouts right now. Like, what the fuck is that about? 3rd and 3, snap is away. Purdy's looking, rolling to his right. Come back to, no, I don't know. Just throw it away. He caught it! He caught it! Jake Tonjes caught it! Jake Tonjes! Jake Tonjes caught it. It's a touchdown. I thought it was maybe going to be intercepted. I thought it was maybe going to be incomplete. I thought Purdy was throwing it away. Jake Tonjes catches it for a touchdown. It's a touchdown. Oh my God. Oh my God. I was thinking, Purdy, just throw it away. Just throw it away. Jake Tonjes, it's a touchdown. Here comes the extra point. This is huge. This extra point is huge. It's up and it's good. Like, one more stop defense. Come on. One more fracking stop. I mean, Purdy had no business throwing that. It was like a basketball. It was like a rebound for like a basketball. Jake Tonjes, 17-13. Wow, what a play. Looking like George Kittle out there. And Purdy is fired up. Minute 34 to go, though. We lead by 4. Seattle have 1 timeout left. Obviously, a kick is away. And it's going to be, it's going to be, it's going to be knelt down. Seattle have the ball at their 35. Minute 34, Seattle, 1 timeout, 1 stop defense. Come on, 1 stop. That's all we need is got to get a stop. Come on. Minute 34. Seattle have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 35. Come on, guys. Come on. Turnover, please. Come on. Like, interception. Darnold is out there in the gun, back to his right. 2 receivers up top, tight end and receiver down low. Snap is away. Darnold looking to throw. Throws it downfield. Going to be caught by JSN. First down up to the 46. Clock is moving. Are they going to spike it or do they just run another play? That's a kind of a call here. Looks like they're going to try and run another play. Minute 20 to go. Snap is away. Looking to throw. No pressure. Throws it downfield. Incomplete. Really good job. Upton Stout. Upton Stout. That is some stout defense. Looking downfield, and Upton Stout just jumps up and bats it down. Really nice job, Upton Stout. Let's go. Incomplete pass. Looking for Jackson Smith and Jigba. Great route by Njigba. I mean, Renardo Green is doing his best, but Upton Stout did a great job deflecting it away. Come on, 2nd and 10. Come on, defense. There was no pressure on that last one. Got to get pressure. Minute 13 to go in the game at their own 46. Snap is away. Darnold throws it way downfield. Caught JSN down to the 15. Seattle's in the red zone. Down to the 15-yard line. Minute 6 to go in the game. Defense has got to make a stand. Smith and Jigba beats Renardo Green downfield. Down to the 15, yeah. Now 14. Snap is away. Darnold looking. Throws incomplete, almost intercepted. There's a flag on the field. What is the flag? Is it against Seattle? It's offside against the defense, and it was Bryce Huff. First and 5. Bryce, I could see that he was offside. They're at the 9-yard line. Minute 2 left. Seattle have a timeout. Now maybe you almost think about letting them score. Snap is away. They hand the ball off. Maybe a gain of 1 on the play. So clock is moving. Seattle are going to be like, this is it. So there's 45 seconds. Clock is moving. 2nd and 4 from the 9-yard line. Seattle does still have a timeout. Darnold in the gun. Looking to throw. Ball comes out of his hand. Slips out of his hand. To the Niners have it! We 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 win! 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 Let's go! Let's go! Come on! Let's see. Yeah, it's clearly out and ball comes out. We win. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. And it's Bosa who comes up with it. The ball comes out of Darnold's hand. The ball just slips and nobody even hit him. The ball slipped out. Did I do that? Did I do that? Did I do that? Let's go. Come on. Yes, come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Yes. Come on. Shanahan and Saleh are pumped up. Let's go. Come on. And Seattle's not going to call a timeout. They're just going to let it run. 1-0, baby. 1-0. 1-0. Come on. Let's go. Man, I was thinking we've lost this. We've lost this. Oh, my God. Let's go. Yes, yes, yes. We had no business winning this game. Wow, attaining oneness. That's beyond, man, that's attaining oneness. That's so fucking kind of you, dude. That's let's go. Come on, let's fucking go. Come on. Huge shout out to attaining oneness, guys. $49.99 is insane. It's absolutely insane. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Like, that's so beyond what what a game. What a roller coaster of emotions. An absolute roller coaster of emotions. Kittle goes out. We're missing field goals. Purdy's throwing picks. How the fuck do we win this game? Excuse my French. I just can't help myself. This is insane. Thank you so much. I mean, again, attaining oneness, dude. That's like, that's just crazy. Oh my God. Like, Tony Santos. Let's go, Tony. Tony. Man, I just can't get over that, dude. I can't get over this game. Like, look, we're going to talk about Jake Moody being a freaking disaster. Unfortunately, we're going to have to talk about George Kittle hamstring injury, but for right now, like, let's all just soak in. I miss you too, Tony, man. I miss working with you. I miss going to shows. There's times where I miss San Francisco, but man, thank you for being here, Tony. Tony Santos, dude, for those who don't know, we worked together for many a year. But yeah, Tony, awesome. The Nick Elsey with the fight. God, you guys are fucking beyond. This is beyond crazy. Ah, jeepers, guys. I'm just I mean, where do you start? Where do you start with this? Where do you freaking start? Roller coaster of emotions, everybody. I mean, I'm just gonna turn on. Is Red Zone still on? It is. I'll just on the background I'll have just the other games. But yeah, just I mean, how do you sum up this game? How do you sum up the roller coaster of emotions? It's just absolutely crazy. Huge thank you to Nick Elsey, man. That's just so beyond everything. That's awesome. Attaining oneness, like, that's wild, dude. Thank you so much. Okay, let me calm down. Let me get some water, and then we're gonna recap the game and give you my thoughts, because this is gonna take a minute. If I had one pities, I don't have any beer in the house. But if I did, I would just chug it. Okay, Shifty's chain was the key to the win. Okay. I'm gonna actually let me just change out of this jersey because I'm sweating. Okay, here we go. All right. Man, what a game. So intense. I smoked twice as much as I normally do. Okay, we're back. So, what a game. Just absolutely ridiculous game. This is one of those games that you're going to look back on and be like, how in the world did we win that game? Well, the reason why we won that game was because of the defense. The defense was absolutely far and away the best group of the bunch. Considering the fact that, look, there's question marks at defensive tackle, there's question marks at safety, on the road, division game. And we went in there and we freaking like, I mean, they couldn't do anything for most of the game. Like the fact that we were giving them turnovers, giving the ball in good position, like their average field position must have been really freaking good. And, you know, it's the average field position must have been just so good. Like the defense deserves so much credit. The fumble, Sam Okuwanu coming up big with that fumble, recovered by Marquis Siegel, the rookie. Unfortunately, that was all of that was awesome. Upton Stout struggled early. Upton Stout got beat badly by JSN. Nothing to be ashamed about. JSN's a good receiver. Beat badly. Then Upton Stout got the pass interference, which what he did was pass interference, but I disagree with the call because Darnold threw the ball so far over the receiver that even if Upton Stout just sat out that play, that ball wouldn't have had Cup wouldn't have had a shot at it. So I think it's an uncatchable ball. So that's where I kind of disagree. But at the end of the day, it is going to count as a pass interference against him. But overall, like Upton Stout, he rebounded on that last drive. He had a really big pass breakup. And so just awesome. Like he really bounced back. Marquise D. Winters, actually, I think D. Winters deserves a really big shout out. D. Winters was really good. He was flying all over the field. Look, I'm not going to crown D and say that, he's Dre Greenlaw, but man, D. Winters is fun to watch. He, even in space, he wraps up. He does not let go. He makes tackles, flying all over the field, reading the game really, really well. So, just freaking a great game by the defense. They deserve a lot of credit. Upton Stout, and he is stout against the offense. Some other shout outs. I mean, Nick Bosa he made a couple of big plays in the backfield, caused big losses. On that very first drive of the game, he, hit Sam Darnold, basically, forced them to have to punt the ball. Look, there's no crazy sack numbers, not always going to have it, but what happened was we didn't give up many points or yards. And so the defense was really good. There was that one drive where, I think it was the drive where Seattle got their touchdown, which was Diamador Lenore giving up the penalty. Now look, he's a very passionate player. Things got a little bit overheated. He got called for the unsportsmanlike conduct. But then after that, he turned it around. He made a couple of nice plays, did Lenore, and he kept his composure. So that's all you want to see. Which was just awesome, which was just really, I could use a Guinness or something like that too. So the defense, full credit. Let's give credit to some of these, like Kalia Davis had a big tackle for a loss. You had CJ West out there, Alfred Collins, Marquis Siegel, Upton Stout, and these are guys who are going to get better as the season goes on. Like imagine you're a rookie in the NFL. The game is way faster and you're going on the road, hostile environment, division game, week 1, your debut, and you come out and you play really well. That's a great sign moving forward. Next week, we're going to be in another hostile environment, the Saints, but they'll have this under their belt. They'll have this experience. Okay, that's like really the good. When it comes to the offense, unfortunately, it's the same story as last year. Shout out to Robert Saleh. I mean, Christian, you're absolutely dead on, spot on. there's the one thing, the big difference is this year we have Robert Saleh. If it's Nick Sorensen coaching that defense, like we clearly lose this game. It's not even close. But now if we move on to the offensive side, I mean, I would say inconsistent is the word that sticks out, and struggles in the red zone. That pass to Jake Tonjes, it worked out. That had no business working out. Like that, I mean, that play. And look, this happens in football all the time. What's at the immaculate reception, the Steelers? I'm not saying that this catches on that par, but like funky things happen. What was it? The helmet catch, the Giants, and the like. Funky things happen in football games, and this is a funky thing. Jake Ton just comes up with it, like a rebounding, like he's Dennis Rodman, for like the like the 95 Bulls or 96 Bulls, like rebounding like a menace, and comes up with a touchdown. We're kind of lucky in that sense that we did end up getting 2 touchdowns in the red zone, but clearly a lot of issues there in the red zone. And I honestly, look, when Kittle went out, I mean, you have to adjust big time. And I think that Kittle was a massive part of the offensive game plan. And then he goes out and it's like, well, crap, now we have to adjust on the fly. Not easy, but also you still want better results. Brock Purdy, I mean, talk about inconsistent. 2 interceptions. I put them both on Purdy, especially the second one. Really bad decision. I mean, he's got to own it. Really bad decision. But then he follows it up with like that touchdown pass to Kittle was awesome. That pass to Ricky Pearsall down the sideline was just chef's kiss. Like it was like it doesn't get better. He was in stride. He was perfect. But then there's questionable passes. Even that Jake Tonjes touchdown, which was just ridiculous. So up and down, but maybe that's how it's going to be when you have McCaffrey in and out, Kittle's out, Ayuk's out, Jennings. What happened with Juwan Jennings? He wasn't out there near the end. Like, was he hurt? Was he just throwing like a hissy fit on the side? Like, I don't know what's happening, but they got to figure that out. All right, Christian, appreciate you, buddy. Oh, man, what a good time. I'll see you next week at New Orleans. The offense, look, it took a while. The run game did get going. That's actually a really positive sign, is that the first half run game struggled big time. 1 yard here, 2 yards there, lose a yard, no gain. Second half, towards the end of the game, 6 yards, 7 yards, 8, and that's just really changed the dynamic of the game. So that was just the offense. But overall, you have to say, inconsistent, struggles in the red zone, and Brock Purdy can't be turning the ball over like that. Jennings was hurt, says Brian. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Thank you for that, Brian. I don't watch with the volume on, because if the volume's on, then the stream gets taken down. I don't want to wear headphones to listen to, but I saw him. He had like a little thing, but I wasn't sure if that was the reason. So, but offense. Now we get to the special teams. Jake Moody, I think he has to go. We can't let the fact that we won this game blind us to the reality that Jake Moody basically cost us the game. Like missing that field goal just before halftime where you have a chance to go up 10-7. You're kind of reeling a little bit because Kittle's out, and now you're having to adjust. And you're like, look, let's take the lead. Let's go into halftime. We get the ball to start the second half. No, that doesn't happen. He hits the upright from a 30-yard field goal. Seattle goes and scores a field. Then we're down 10. Like we should be up 10-7 at half, not down. Another field goal gets blocked. Not good. Multiple kickoffs going into the end zone. So Seattle gets the ball at the 35. Just rough game altogether. Flags on special teams when we're returning it. A flag where it's a pooch kick where it's like it's clearly a 30-yard. Seattle were kicking from the 45. hour 45. You're never going to get a return off of that. Like, it's just not going to happen. So why are you holding? Punt returns, we had one or two flags, but Jake Moody's got to go. Can't let the fact that we won distract us from the fact that he has to go. I'd say if I'm, as soon as Moody missed that first field goal, John Lynch had better have been on the phone to the agents of whatever free agent kickers and being like, get to Santa Clara first thing tomorrow morning. I think also they're going to, depending on the severity of Kittle, I think they're going to be like, tight ends, get to Santa Clara. Okay, so inconsistent, crazy. But yeah, I just want to say a huge thank you, guys. What a wild, wacky game. We've been live for almost 4 hours, and I am exhausted. I decided to go into work early so I could enjoy football later, and I'm tired. But I just want to say a huge thank you to all of you guys for being here through this. Like, this is a game, for a week one game, I am not going to forget this game for a long time, if ever. So thank you for being here. Thank you for enjoying the experience. I hope you did enjoy the experience. We're going to be back here next Sunday. It's going to be at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern for 49ers and Saints. We're going to be in for, this is going to be a wild season, guys. And let's buckle up, strap in, and hopefully get a lot more wins and losses. But what a wild game. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you all. And I want to say a huge shout out to Pitties for the $5. I want to say huge shout out to Attaining Oneness for the multiple super chats. That's awesome. And as well, thank you so much. And the people subscribing to, I never even got a chat. I got so distracted by the game and everything that I never even updated the subscriber count. But if whoever's left, please, do subscribe, like the stream, because it really helps out. A lot of people do 49ers content. A lot of great people do 49ers content. And I'd like to think that I'm one of them when it comes to live streaming. So appreciate y'all, guys. I'm going to head on out over the coming days, coming week. I'm going to have to talk about the moves that we're ultimately going to make throughout the course of the week. We're going to preview the game against the Saints. Maybe I'll throw in some other things too. Appreciate you guys for this experience. It's awesome. Superman just had a long off season. First game on the road, we won. That is the point. Susan, thank you, Susan. Appreciate you. That's very kind of you. Great division will win. Thanks, Shifty, for a great opening game and another Super Bowl. I hope you're right. Thank you so much. The kindness is not taken for granted. I will tell you that. Thank you, guys. I'm going to head on out. It's 12:30 at night here. I'm tired. Susan, again, really appreciate you. Thank you. It means a lot. I'm super grateful for it. And I don't like to be the person, I don't want to ever ask for those kind of donations, but I appreciate it. And it's awesome. And yeah, so thank you. I am going to head on out of here, and we'll see you guys for videos throughout the week. We'll see you next Sunday for another wacky game. Jason Lopez, thank you for being back. It's going to be a wild ride. This is what happens. Big wave, always great, man. You see, I got the football right here, rocking it front and center on the flip side. And yeah, I'm going to have Dawn as well. We'll see you guys next week. Thank you again. Before I go, I'm going to say two things. The butt counts. I'm going to catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you very much. Night all. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy the rest of the football Sunday.